It's time now for the best high school sports action from the WBCB Sports Network. Catch the best games from Bucks and Mercer County at WBCBSports.com and our Facebook page. Your home for high school sports is right here at WBCB 1490.
Good afternoon. Welcome to Pennsbury High School for the McCaffrey's Game of the Day, high school baseball on the WBCB Sports Network. And it is a 6A semi here in District 1 as the Pennsbury Falcons host their rivals, the Neshaminy Redskins. And we've got it for you here on WBCB. Chris Ermer alongside Ben Goldstein, Gus the Bus Barber, Ethan Collins here from Fairless Hills, Pennsylvania. And the winner here moves on to the district championship game. And just a great matchup. Looking forward to it. The fourth time these two teams have met. We've had all of their games on WBCB. And today's game brought to you by McCaffrey's Food Markets. McCaffrey's exceptional every day. Thanks also to Discount Auto, the Revere Restaurant, BCWSA, Team Toyota, Capital Health System, the Peruzzi Auto Group, and Peruzzi Service. Thanks to Fletcher's Garage, Trenton Thunder, the Trentonian, and this is the Trentonian pregame show. First pitch coming up in just a moment, and it's a great pitching matchup as well as Pennsbury Falcons going with their number one, Keller Bradley, and the Neshaminy Redskins have their number one on the mound, Chase Bonner. And portions of today's game also made possible by the Pennsbury Boys Baseball Parents Club, Haldeman Ford, Mercer Bucks Orthopedics, and the Peruzzi Auto Group. Well, you know, sometimes you get the payoff early in the high school baseball season. You get those cold afternoons and perfect weather today and a perfect matchup for us here on WBCB as the Pennsbury Falcons will once again face off against their rivals, the Neshaminy Redskins. And stakes are high today, guys. We are pumped up, ready to go. Imagine what we're excited. Imagine what the players are feeling.
I am juiced. I've never been this juiced for a playoff high school game in my life. Never been to experience that over here in the PA side. Obviously, we do a lot of the Jersey side, but this is the first time that we get to see a meaningful district game right here on the WBCB Sports Network against probably the oldest, most notable rivalry in the Bucks County area, Pennsbury Falcons versus the Neshaminy Redskins. It couldn't have been scripted better.
Absolutely, and it's a rivalry that continues to pay off with great games like this one and really feeling some of this big game energy here today, Ben. I mean, we got to keep it in check, and the players are going to be able to let it loose out there on the field.
Yeah, it's Bucks County's best rivalry on one of the highest stages that the PIAA has to offer. It doesn't get any better than this. It's a perfect day for baseball. And it's exciting. These two teams have, of course, the history. They had a great series earlier in the year where some games were blown out, but it always felt they were competitive throughout. And both teams' number ones going on the bump today. This is going to be an all-time game here this afternoon at the Vic.
And it was in that series, Ben, where Pennsbury took 2 of 3 from Neshaminy and locked up the SOL Patriot Division title. So Neshaminy with a little revenge on their minds. But Pennsbury, I think they feel good about this matchup. It's a team that they're familiar with, Gus. They've seen this season, but a very good team, and they certainly cannot take this Neshaminy team for granted. It's an 8-4 matchup. Pennsbury has managed to kind of escape some of the top seeds in this bracket. Yeah,
and you look at it, like you said, it's an 8-4 matchup, but it could have been 8-4 completely the other way if that series a couple weeks ago just went one game differently.
Good point.
Pennsbury taking 2 out of that 3, but you look at that series in that series in totality. Yes, Pennsbury came away with it. Each game goes to the home team, but you look in that game, we have both number ones in this one. The number one for Pennsbury, he was a part of that one loss against the Neshaminy. Obviously at the Redskins, Keller Bradley on the mound had a great game, but eventually Pennsbury lost that game. It wasn't because of Keller Bradley, but just eventually losing that game. So for Pennsbury to come away to win 2 of those games without even winning the game that their number one went on, you have to feel confident going to this one now with your number one guy on the bump and how he's been pitching in this district playoffs.
I mean, both teams certainly feeling good about their starters out there. And as Gus was mentioning, Neshaminy did get to Keller Bradley a little bit, but Pennsbury also were able to get to Chase Bonner in the game where he started. So I think both teams feel like the offense could get going, even though they're up against the number one starter for the opposition.
Yeah, Chase Bonner was a first-team SOL pitcher. He's the back-to-back player of the league in the SOL Patriot. But in his start against Pennsbury in 4+ innings, he allowed 7 earned runs and walked 6 batters while hitting one. It was his worst start of the season and what was his biggest start of the regular season. The Falcons got to him. And Pennsbury, they've gotten to every pitcher that they have faced. They've given a problem. They're one of the highest scoring teams, not just in the SOL, but in the 6A. And they've seen Bonner before. Neshaminy's seen Pennsbury before. Or Neshaminy, has seen Keller Bradley before. It's a familiar matchup. It's always familiar when it's Pennsbury and Neshaminy. But it's district playoffs, and really, in every playoff game, everybody's 0-0. It's a new season. While Neshaminy and Pennsbury both have the momentum, none of that matters. All that matters is what we're going to see on this field here this afternoon. History is history, but this is the present.
Well, today's game on WBCB made possible by America's Mechanic. He lives right here in Fairless Hills and supports Pennsbury High School. We're talking about Fred Fletcher at Fletcher's Garage on the corner of Hood and South Olds Boulevard, trusted by Bucks County drivers since 2001 for complete automotive repair and maintenance performed by expert ASE certified technicians. Fletcher's Garage is an official AAA auto repair facility. They stand behind every repair with a dependable warranty. They do PA state inspection and emission, oil changes, suspension service, tire service, heating and cooling. Take your car, SUV, or pickup to Fletcher's Garage for commitment, honesty, and quality service. Fred Fletcher, America's Mechanic at Fletcher's Garage, Hood, and South Olds Boulevard in Fairless Hills. Well, just around the corner, another summer filled with Trenton Thunder baseball. They're about to get their season underway, and they have full and half-season ticket memberships as well as multi-game packages on sale now for the 2026 season. Visit TrentonThunder.com/tickets to learn more today. Trenton Thunder baseball, big league futures, major league fun. We are ready to have some big-time fun here today as we figure out the district semifinal.
A long talk there at home plate, but obviously
it's always long.
Always long, but it's always a very friendly one when it comes to Coach Toner and Coach Pacey. Obviously, long-time foes, but also long-time friends. Played against each other in high school, played against each other in college, coach with each other, and have coached now against each other in the high school level. It is, a long friendship and a long rivalry that, of course, would come down to the PIAA District 6A semifinal.
I mean, it just spices this game up even a little bit more. Right now, we're going to step aside as they honor America with the Star Spangled Banner, and we'll return with starting lineups and the first pitch of today's District 1 6A semifinal on WBCB.
Since 1954, the name McCafferty has stood for outstanding automotive sales and service. And today, Patrick McCafferty continues that tradition at Discount Auto, Business Route 1, Langhorne. Discount Auto has over 100 hand-picked pre-owned cars, trucks, SUVs, and vans, all fully inspected and ready to go. Discount Auto, the perfect place for your kid's first car. Discount Auto, the perfect place for a fine pre-owned family car, SUV, or van. Discount Auto. They're locally owned and operated by Patrick McCafferty, who supports the community. The name McCafferty means honesty, integrity, and great automotive sales and service at Discount Auto, Business Route 1 at Oxford Valley Road, Langhorne.
Hey BCWSA customers, this is Tommy Green from the 1993 National League Champion Phillies. My friends at BCWSA are committed to providing us with safe, reliable water and sewer services. They operate state-of-the-art treatment facilities, provide clean drinking water, and make much-needed investments to protect our environment and ensure a sustainable future. Learn how BCWSA's investments help grow and serve our communities. Visit bcwsa.net. BCWSA, prove it.
McCaffrey's Food Market is exceptional every day, and they are proud to serve you since 1986. They're a local hometown business. They support your community, whether it's helping flood victims or holding fundraisers for the American Cancer Society or employing our local high school students. McCaffrey's is always there. They have the finest products, prime cuts of meat, a prepared food department where everything is made fresh daily, and also a fresh seafood department. Visit McCaffrey's Food Market near you in Yardley, Newtown, New Hope, Princeton, West Windsor, Gladwin, and Doylestown. They are exceptional every day, and they are local and proud of it.
Welcome back to Pennsbury High School as we overlook Vic Napolitano Field and get you ready for first pitch today. Don't forget, if you miss any of today's action, you can read all about it in tomorrow's edition of the Trentonian. Outstanding local and national sports coverage. Count on it 7 days a week. It's all in the pages of the Trentonian. And this has been the Trentonian pregame show as first pitch coming up in just moments. The Pennsbury Falcons hosting Neshaminy, and we'll take a look at starting lineups. First for the Falcons taking the field, it's Carlton Crane leading off, and he plays shortstop. Pierce Perry is the designated hitter who will bat for pitcher Keller Bradley, who will get his first warm-up toss in. Brendan Zuckerman is out in right field today for the Pennsbury Falcons. He hits third. Ty Lee will do the catching and bat fourth. Michael Sognes is at second base, and in the 5 spot, Danny Seidler in center field bats sixth, with Henry Garlitz in left hitting seventh. Nolan Kalenko at first bats eighth, and Finn Burke at third base is in the 9 spot for the Pennsbury Falcons, led by head coach Joe Pacey. And for Neshaminy, they're getting set here with Mike Sassano in the leadoff spot, and at second base today, Dan Marable is in right field batting second. Chase Bonner is pitching and batting third. Brandon Law is at third base and in the cleanup role, with Noah Wallace at first base hitting fifth. Matthew Grin out in left field will bat sixth today. Sam Hitchin does the catching and bats seventh. Nick Sassano is in center field batting eighth, and Dylan Cloud is at shortstop today for Neshaminy. Straight 9 lineup for the Redskins. They reached the district semifinal with a bye in the first round. They got the 8th seed, so no game in round number 1. Round 2 was an 11-1 defeat of Souderton. And then in the quarterfinal round, they had to face the 1 seed, and they got past Haverford, a 2-0 win to get them here into the district semi.
They've allowed just 1 run in this playoff run. Yes, just 2 games, but it's been very impressive pitching, and they're hitting the ball really well. Just 2 runs against Haverford, but of course 11 runs in their round 2 victory and 2 runs against the number 1 seed. I mean, if you could shut them down how they did, that's enough to win you a ball game. They got a couple hits as well in that game. So Neshaminy's offense is firing on all cylinders here in this playoff run, and Keller Bradley is just going to have to continue what he's done. That's with high velocity and deafening breaking ball stuff. You know what Keller can do, and of course, if you're rooting for the orange and black this afternoon, that's what you want to see.
And the righty is ready. The Pennsbury reaching this semifinal round with a bye in round 1. They defeated Wissahickon 13-4 in the second round and got past Garnet Valley with a 7-1 win in the quarterfinal. Bradley winds and fires a ground ball on the right side. That's through. Mike Sassano leads off the day with a base hit for Neshaminy.
Must have been some miscommunication over on the right side. It looked like that should have been Nolan Kalenko's ball, but he broke for the bag, and it skipped by. Michael Sognes kind of threw his arms out a little bit.
Yeah, ended up being a big hole over there on the right side. Sassano able to take advantage of it. And now watch out for him as he is prone to try to pick up an extra bag. They check him, and he's back to first in time.
Good pickoff move right there.
Dan Marable at the plate for Neshaminy, hitting .400 in the postseason for the Skins. Marable received honorable mention recognition from the league. So many of the players up and down these lineups were some of the best players in the SOL and recognized as first, second teamers and honorable mention.
We talk about the seeds, it's an 8 and a 4 seed, but just go to show you how many players made those teams, and goes to show you how much talent is in this ball game alone.
Bradley delivers, and a sword from Marable for strike one.
But obviously, two of the big ones are the pitchers for both teams. Chase Bonner, Keller Bradley, both first team, all SOL, and two guys you're seeing today.
The 0-1 line drive to center field, read well by Danny Seidler. He makes the catch. And there's one down here in the top of the first. A line out for Marable. Barreled it up, but right at the center field brings Chase Bonner up to the plate.
Marable certainly struck that one well, but Danny Seidler, with a great jump and a great read, comes in on it and makes a grab.
Chase Bonner, not only the player of the year here in 2026, but also in 2025, where Neshaminy took a deep run in the postseason. Bradley missing wide. Bonner heading to Rider University.
All the way to the state semifinal. Neshaminy, this is nothing.
With the win in the quarterfinals for both of these teams, they do advance into the state bracket. As Bradley again checks Sassano with a throw to first. High temperature today, around 82. Feels like it's cooled off a little bit. The 1-0 is up high. But we're in the upper 70s. Feels pretty good.
It's left field to right field. Hendegart's back to left. Neshaminy's got a ton of left-handers throughout their lineup. About 6 or 7 of their guys are in the left-handed batter's box.
The 2-0 to Bonner is wide.
And when you have a guy who's throwing in the 90s, Neshaminy's bound to be late on a couple of these pitches, so they'll flare him out to left field. Garlett's a better defensive outfielder than Zuckerman.
Bradley, an absolute flamethrower, 3-0. But Neshaminy, they like to see fastballs, and it's a 4-pitch walk to Bonner to put 2 on with 1 away for Brandon Law.
Well, this was a problem with Bradley back on May 5th. We have a courtesy runner here. Against Neshaminy, he only went 4 2/3, and he's walked 6 guys and allowed 5 hits.
That's Holenbach, who runs for the pitcher.
But a lot of that came in 1 inning. It was the 5th inning where Bradley really lost his command, and that's when Neshaminy opened it up and took the lead.
Brandon Law, a great season. First team All-SOL again at third base for Law. Bradley fires and misses just off the plate for ball 1.
5th straight pitch out of the zone.
Brandon Law hitting .500 here in the postseason for Neshaminy. 1-0. Swing and a miss. Bradley gets that one past him.
That was a good fastball, just painting the outside zone. Couldn't get a quick enough bat to it.
Brandon Law, not only a first-team third baseman this season, but also last year, the 1-1 from Bradley. In there for strike 2, big pitch. There's a big spot here in the early going with 2 on and 1 away in the top of the first.
Just caught the corner, perfect spot.
Gets his pitch from Lee. Checks Sassano and delivers. It's fouled into the parking lot. So we'll stay at a ball and 2 strikes. Bit of a breeze. Feels like it's blowing in just a touch this afternoon here at Vic Napolitano Field. Swing and a miss. He strikes him out. Brandon Law there chasing some high heat. And the first strikeout victim of the day, out number 2 here in the top of the first.
Yeah, huge get out right there. Obviously, 2 men on, only 1 out. Things could get tricky, but huge K by Bradley. Realizing the batter might get a little aggressive with the 1-2 count. Throws him a little high heat, looking like a beach ball coming into him, and he couldn't hold up there.
Their breaking ball that stays up for ball 1 to Noah Wallace. Wallace, a first-team All-SOL at first base. Also this season and last year for Neshaminy. 1-0. Popped him up, but will drift out of play. Well, the district semifinal round, you got to survive and advance to move on to potentially win a district crown, and you feel the energy with every pitch this afternoon. The 1-1 just off the plate. Good take there by Wallace. Chris Irmer with Ben Goldstein, Gus the Bus Barber, Ethan Collins here with you this afternoon. Bradley set the 2-1. High, and a hitter's count for Wallace.
That fastball keeps getting away from him, throwing it high and out of the zone. I feel like that release point might be a little high.
Wallace, one of 6 lefty batters in this Neshaminy lineup. The 3-1 is high, ball 4, and that will load him up. Noah Wallace at first. You got Holenback at second base and Sassano at third. And up to bat is Matthew Grin. And before he faces Bradley, a mound visit as Coach Crane out to talk with his starter. And I would think one of the messages is you got to focus on the batter, and if you can get Matthew Grin, you get out of what seems to be a sticky spot. Matthew Grin, not only has he been making contributions at the plate for Neshaminy, but he has been a big part of their pitching rotation.
Yeah, by far they're solidified number 2 in that rotation.
His efforts helped to get them past Haverford. Up here in a big spot, Bradley winds and fires. And yeah, kind of the same spot we're seeing with that fastball. Again, now they were able to get that down and off the plate away to these lefty hitters. 1-0. That one's down, and Grin foul tips it. 1-1 count.
Hey, good pitch right there to battle back and make sure the hitter didn't hit.
And that one off the plate. Matthew Grin mentioning, doing it at the plate, also on the mound. Second team SOL as a pitcher and first team all SOL as an outfielder. 2-1. Fouls that one away. And 2-2 count. Bradley a pitch away from getting out of a bases loaded jam here in the top of the first. The 2-2 pops him up out to left. It's foul and will drift. It's no play over there for Garlitz. Well, nice to have a little cloud cover today. The sun was out earlier, but I think we're expecting overcast skies for the remainder of the game. And a pretty good crowd here at Vic Napolitano Field, supporting the Falcons and Neshaminy.
Big rivalry game, but a big district game nonetheless. Winner goes to the championship.
The 2-2, way outside, all the way to the backstop. And Neshaminy will score the first run of the day. Mike Sassano crosses the plate. It's 1-0.
Yeah, you can see it as soon as that one left the hand. That was way out of Lee's reach. And with how the backstop is here, it's nicked off, angling to our left and skipped right over across to the angling wall on our right and just died. No shot for Ty Lee. And it's an early lead for Neshaminy.
Both runners move up. Holenbach at third, Wallace at second. 3-2 pitch. Ball 4. Another walk issued by Bradley and another bases loaded situation.
Third walk for Bradley, and that one looked like it was in the strike zone. Earlier in the game, he got a strike call that was right there on that corner, and this time around doesn't get the call. So something to keep in mind as this one goes along.
Junior Sam Hitchin steps into the batter's box. Hitchin batting .400 here in the postseason. takes strike one from Bradley.
Good off-speed pitch, top of the zone there.
Bradley again sets, winds, fires, popped up. Brendan Zuckerman coming in, and he can't make the catch. It falls in right field, and sliding into second is Hitchin, and he clears him off. Neshaminy up 4-0 here in the top of the first.
Tough play in right field. Zuckerman, not an outfielder, had to come sprinting in, went to kind of slide forward a bit, popped out of his glove, and good, nice backup by Henry Garlitz in left field. That ball skipped away from Crane on the throw and avoiding any extra damage, but it's now 4-0.
Yeah, damage done here for Neshaminy. 4 runs in the top of the first, and a runner in scoring position with 2 down for Nick Sassano. Gets just a little piece of that one. Fouls it into the glove of Lee for strike one.
They haven't marked that a hit or an error yet, so.
Yeah, I think that's got to be a base hit.
It's got to be a base hit.
1-2 is fouled off. As you said, it was a long run for Zuckerman and made an attempt there. Not sure if it went off of his glove.
It looked like it, yeah, it looked like it may have hit his glove and then.
And it was just in no man's land. I mean, he was on a full sprint. Sognus was trying to get over there. Bradley up high for ball 1 to Sassano. Trying to get him to chase the high cheese there. Is set with the 1-2. Breaking ball. That stays up high. Well, 3 walks, and Neshaminy has taken advantage of those free passes. The 2-2.
Oh.
Almost hit him. Instead, it's off the bat in fair play. Ty Lee jumps on it and throws in time to get Nick Sassano. Well, that was weird stuff right there. It was behind the batter, goes off of his glove, ends up being a fair ball, and Sassano grounds out with a 2-3 put out for out number 3, but Neshaminy doing damage, 4 runs. They get those 4 runs on 2 hits, and they leave 1 runner on base. Just a half inning done here in this District 1 6A semifinal, and Neshaminy in front of Pennsbury 4-0. Falcons coming up to bat today's game, brought to you by Fred Fletcher at Fletcher's Garage. We thank him for his support. Thanks also to the Pennsbury Baseball Parents Club. And they want to mention that Daryl Rule of JD Photography is the photographer for Pennsbury Athletics and does other school events as well. If you're looking for an affordable local photographer to cover your event or party, you can contact Daryl at 215-514-4892 or email at dareal1892829 at verizon.net. You can also find JD Photography on Facebook or find Daryl on Instagram for photos after Pennsbury sporting events. Check those out. Daryl and JD Photography want to wish the Pennsbury baseball and softball teams good luck in the rest of the district and state playoffs. And
how about Daryl Rule get some shout-outs on WBCB?
Well, and
taking some good pictures of me in the past, so always appreciate Daryl Rule.
There was supposed to be Pennsbury softball here this afternoon, but that game unplayable because the field was no good.
Yeah, we were out here earlier for class, and they were trying to work on the field, and that infield is just chalked up mud, so pretty unplayable out there. They were trying pretty hard, but couldn't get anything to work out over there.
Well, things
here are
for
great.
The amount of rain. Yeah. Everything looking good.
The Vic always holds up very well with the weather. So,
and today's game again brought to you as a public service by the Pennsbury Baseball Parents Club, who would like to wish the Falcons the best of luck today. Come out and support your Pennsbury Falcons, and we hope you enjoy today's game. Well, a tough top of the first for Falcon fans, and now the Falcons will look to respond here in the bottom half of the inning. Carlton Crane leads it off for Pennsbury. First team SOL honors for Crane at shortstop.
Crane hitting .525 on the year, .643 on base, .675 slug, and an OPS of 1.318, which is the best of the team. Bonner, last time here at Victor Palatine Field, struggled mightily. 4+, 5 hits, 8 runs, 7 of them earned, just 3 strikeouts, 6 walks, and a hit batsman on 90 pitches.
Down low, ball 1 to Crane. But you take that start out of the mix. He's been outstanding this season for Neshaminy.
His only blunder this year was against this Falcon squad.
As we mentioned, a Player of the Year recognition for Chase. 1-0. In there for a strike.
And that was a good off-speed pitch right there.
Bonner, rider commit, Crane, rider commit. So you're looking at 2 future Broncos. That'll be teammates next year.
The 1-1 from Bonner. Swing and a miss. Crane swinging over top of that one.
Thing had some break.
It was kind of cool to have one of the Pennsbury parents, their player graduated, but came over to us when we were here on Friday for the Garnet Valley game, the 1-2 down low. And, said thank you for doing the games and stuff like that, and mentioned we kind of got into a conversation about all of the Pennsbury players that are playing either Division I baseball or bouncing around some of the professional ranks. And there's quite a group now that has formed. 2-2. Lined to left, but foul and out of play. I mean, we've been talking throughout this Pennsbury postseason about Ryan Zuckerman and Joe Tiroli. And
them just playing each other in the ACC tournament. Then you look at some of the guys in the pros, Ryan McCarty in the Toronto's facility,
Right.
You got Justin Mitrovic and Callan Fang with the Twins.
2-2. Oh, yeah, it's there. And Crane caught looking. 1 down here in the bottom of the first for DH Pierce Perry. Pierce Perry, a junior, but also one of the Falcons receiving first-team All-League recognition.
.477 average, a 1.092 OPS.
Bonner kicks and fires. That's in there. Defensively for Neshaminy, you got Noah Wallace at first, Mike Sassano at second, Dylan Cloud playing shortstop, and Brandon Law at third. It's Grin, Sassano, and Marable from left to right in the outfield. And Hitchin does the catching. Bonner delivers down low to his catcher. And missing low at the 1-1 count. It was kind of weird on Friday. Pennsbury played a noon game against Garnet Valley because the Jaguars had their prom later that night. The 1-1 fouled off by Perry. But it ended up being a kind of a cool situation with a lot of the Pennsbury students able to get out of class. I think there were some gym classes that said, hey, let's just go over to the baseball field and watch the game. So it was a big crowd of Pennsbury students, the 1-2. Outside. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Perry.
Good amount of them here as well this afternoon. You see up the first baseline.
Yep. The other element,
Pennsbury dugout, a ton of people.
Also a little strange that the Jaguars had to play at 10 that morning against Springford. The 2-2 breaking ball catches the outside corner, and Pierce Perry also a strikeout victim. 2 up, 2 down for Brendan Zuckerman. And Zuckerman, another junior in this Pennsbury lineup that received all-league status. And his bat has powered this Falcon offense all season long. Outside for ball 1 from Bonner. Zuckerman, Perry, Danny Seidler, all juniors. The 1-1 is down low.
Another element, whoever wins this game will have a home district or home state playoff game on Monday afternoon.
Both these teams with a really good mix of upperclassmen and juniors and a sprinkling of sophomores that have made some big contributions.
Pennsbury especially. The seniors here are heavy seniors, but there are a lot of juniors spread throughout. There's some sophomores on the bench as well.
The 3-0. Zuckerman taking and takes one right down the middle.
It's a bright future for the Falcons here. And the Skins.
Yeah, both these programs seem like they're in a pretty good spot. As Pennsbury picking up another league title. We mentioned the deep run Neshaminy had last year, ball 4 to Zuckerman. And Pennsbury with their first base runner with 2 away in the bottom of the first for catcher Ty Lee.
Lee was a huge part of that Garnet Valley 7-1 victory. 3 for 4 with a double and 2 RBIs. For the General.
Falcons looking to respond to the 4 runs posted by Neshaminy in the top half of the inning. Breaking ball. A lot of break to that one, and Lee whiffs at it.
Yeah, bit on the bite, or bit on the break.
That pitch certainly had a lot of bite to it. Bonner set the 0-1. Down and away. The winner here moves on to play either Owen J. Roberts or Penridge in the district championship. The loser will bounce to the 3-4 playback game, which is also on Thursday. The 1-1 catches the outside corner. Ball and 2 strikes to General Lee.
Even got Chris saying it now.
Bonner is set. The 1-2 is down low.
It's a good take. He swung on one like that to start the at-bat, and that time able to hold up.
2 balls, 2 strikes. As Bonner gets his pitch from Hitchin. We mentioned these 2 coaches have the 2-2. Ripped out to left field. And Ty Lee has a base hit. Zuckerman's got to stop at second. 2 on with 2 down for Michael Sognes.
Ain't nothing better than a 2-out rally. Zuckerman getting on with a walk. General Lee smoking that ball through the left side hole. Pennsbury now with 2 base runners, seeing what they can capitalize.
The General shot that one out of a cannon through the hole in left field.
I'll be honest, I'm really liking the General now, Ben.
That's right. What's great.
I thought you were overusing it at first, but now that I think about it, it's awesome.
It's great.
Zuchek will run for the catcher, so he takes over at first base for Lee. And time called.
Called a balk.
A balk, yeah, both guys get to move up.
Wow. I wonder exactly what happened. I didn't really see much, but...
He looked back before he threw the pitch, and then it must have been something when he looked back. I didn't quite catch it.
Sometimes it's just how you turn your shoulders.
Yeah.
And so Zuckerman at third, Zuchek at second, 2 in scoring position here for Sognes, headed to Chestnut Hill College. Takes a strike from Bonner.
And now a huge opportunity for right here for Sognes. First getting the first 2 guys out here for Neshaminy. Now 2 guys on for Pennsbury. Looked like a glim start. Now could be a big inning.
The 0-1 down and away. Yeah, both teams with traffic on the base pass here in the first inning. Neshaminy able to plate 4 in the top half. 1-1 from Bonner. Popped up. Short center field. Actually will be on the infield. And over to get it is Mike Sassano. And he catches the pop fly for out number 3. So the Falcons do get 2 runners on, but they are held without a run. No hits on the inning. For Pennsbury, And they do have one hit up. One hit for the Falcons. Sorry, I don't want to shortchange them. We got one complete here in the District 6A semi, and Neshaminy in front 4-0.
Hi, Merrill Reese reminding you to come back home to traditional Italian cuisine at the Revere Restaurant, 802 River Road in Ewing Township. You'll always feel welcome at the Revere. It's like stepping back in time where you'll feel like you're dining in South Philly or New York's Little Italy. Start your meal with complimentary Hoboken bread. Choose from a menu featuring fresh seafood dishes, succulent steaks and chops, or homemade pasta dishes. You can even eat at the bar. The Revere is open 7 days for lunch and dinner. Private room available for special affairs, plus catering. For reservations, call 609-882-6365. That's 609-882-6365. Come home to traditional Italian cuisine. The Revere Restaurant, 802 River Road, Ewing Township.
Top of the second, and for Neshaminy, 9-1-2 in the lineup. Cloud, followed by Sassano and Marable. And Keller Bradley, some control issues in the top of the first, gave up 3 walks, and then a double from Sam Hitchin, which wasn't very well hit, but was just in the right spot where nobody could get to it.
Right in that Bermuda Triangle.
And now Dylan Cloud, the shortstop, fouls it right back towards us for strike one.
Big flinch from the bus.
Almost broke our whole setup.
Today's game brought to you by DiLorenzo's The Berg Pizza at 8919 New Falls Road, owned and operated by Tyler DiLorenzo. We thank him for his support of Pennsbury Falcon baseball. Down and away from Keller Bradley. One of the challenges of this Neshaminy lineup is you have those 6 lefties, the 1-1. Inside, just off the plate. The 2-1 delivery.
Makeup call there.
2-2 count to Cloud.
I couldn't agree more with you, Ben.
Well, Bradley and really everybody trying to figure out this strike zone here, the 2-2. Foul ball back to the fence. And I think that's part of the process in any game, but in a
Been apparent so far here.
district semi, you got to get dialed in and get on the same page as the home plate umpire.
Hit the
That
bat.
is up and in
Wow.
and hits the knob of the bat.
I've seen it's common that happens, but I don't think I've ever seen it twice in 2 innings.
Yeah, one's off the knob, one's off the barrel.
When in play.
Yeah, it was awesome.
That
It's baseball.
I love it.
That was pretty wild.
It's baseball.
The 2-2. Line drive. Sognus leaps, but can't come up with it. It's out to right field, and Dylan Cloud starts off the top of the second with a base hit. And
Man.
Neshaminy flips the lineup here.
Got up an inch more, it would have been in the glove.
Nothing you can do
Maybe
about
6
that.
inches.
Yeah.
Yeah, Sognus there with a full-out leap, but no dice. And Sassano, his first time around, a base hit, a run scored. They check on Cloud, and he's back to the bag in time.
Sassano had that ground ball to the right side that was misjudged by the 2 out there. Gotta wonder, what would the first inning be like if that play was just easily made?
Bunt attempt that's popped foul over the fence.
Goes to show you how hard Bradley's throwing because a bunt goes that far out of play.
Yeah, I think that's one indication. Also, the fact that you hit the knob of the bat, hit the barrel of the bat. Guys don't really even have time to get out of the way or adjust. Another pickoff attempt. And Cloud again back to the bag. Cloud with his lead off first. The 0-1, a bunt. Bradley off the mound. He's got it and throws in time. to get Sassano, but a sacrifice bunt successful as Cloud moves up to second.
Real dangerous right there to throw, almost coming narrowly close to the base runner.
And for Sassano, right, not a bad idea. You see if he can use his speed maybe to get himself on base and in the process at least move the runner over. First time up, Marable with a line drive to center field. But right towards Danny Seidler, he was able to take care of that one. But he hit it on the screws. So we'll see if he's able to see one from Bradley here this time around, the 1-0. Popped foul back behind us.
It's the 12th foul ball already hit off of Keller Bradley. They're on him, just found it off.
Mentioned these two coaches and how they played together and coached together. Also run some baseball camps together way inside. Marable able to get out of the way of that one. 2 balls and a strike to him. But it's kind of cool because not only do the coaches know each other, but you know these players have not only played against each other, but played with each other. Coming up through the area, the 2-1 fouled away.
Yeah, a lot
Heads
of
into the parking lot. Oh, hold on a second here, Gus. Hope that foul ball doesn't hit a car. But if your car gets dinged up from broken windshield to dents or major auto body work, call Chris's Auto Body with 3 convenient locations, including 212-212 Lincoln Highway, Business Route 1 in Fairless Hills. Call 215-710-1080, Chris's Auto Body.
That's how you do it.
Fantastic.
Look out for those foul balls. Help you out with any dents and dings. 2-2.
They're dangerous
Outside.
here.
Oh, yeah, you got to look out for foul balls into the parking lot, and then you get the little leagues and the softball. Sometimes that parking lot can get a little chaotic. And especially with all the Neshaminy fans here, the big energy for this 6A district semifinal. 3-2 is outside. And walk number 4 here today for Bradley. We'll put a runner at first and second for Chase Bonner.
You wonder at what point you consider maybe some action out in the Falcon bullpen. Everybody's available except Quentin Schaefer this afternoon, who pitched on Friday through 77 pitches. Oh, and here we go. Owen Hawks starting to run down out toward the bullpen with Shane Robeson.
Ball outside. We talked to Coach Pacey after their win on Friday over Garnet Valley, and I was asking him, what's he think about who's going to start, and he said, we don't want to leave any bullets in the gun. And, I think he was indicating there he was going to start with Keller Bradley, 1-0. But said, hey, if he doesn't look right or there's any anything that looks off, we are going to go right to the bullpen, and we're going to make sure we fire every bullet that we have in that gun to try to move on to the district championship. The 2-1. Outside for ball 3.
It's very common in big games like this one. The leash, even for a Vanderbilt commit, is very short. So you got to make things happen. And, Hawks starting to stretch out there in the right field corner for the Falcons.
At the same time, you know that Bradley, he's got some bullets in his gun that right now he's just not finding the plate, as that one is up high. A 4-pitch walk to Chase Bonner.
Yeah, something's going on.
Loads him up. Bonner at first, Marable at second, Cloud at third, and courtesy runner for the pitcher, again, Holenbach, runs for Bonner. Brandon Law, first time up, was the lone strikeout victim for Bradley. Bradley could certainly use a strikeout here, maybe a short pop-up, as that's flied out of play and again into the parking lot. And again, hope that foul ball doesn't hit a car, but if your car does get dinged up, broken windshields, dents, major auto body work, Chris's Auto Body, 3 convenient locations, including 212 Lincoln Highway, Business Route 1. Down low to Law.
52 pitches, 26 balls, 26 strikes.
1-1 count to Law. Here in the playoffs, he's got an RBI and a run to his credit. 1-1. Ball wide, well off the plate. And you can see some of the frustration starting to build with Bradley. Has not been able to hit his spots here consistently in this one. Takes a breath, the 2-1. Swing and a miss. Little off-speed stuff there. Had Law in front of it.
Sometimes maybe just got to slow it down. Fastball ain't hitting, rely on some of your other stuff.
What we heard before the game, Neshaminy, a team that likes to see a lot of fastballs. The 2-2. Down in the dirt, nice job stopping it by Lee. Some good defense to keep everybody where they're at. Loaded bases for Neshaminy. One away in the top of the second. Bradley set his 3-2. And just off the end of the bat, Brandon Law stays alive.
Big foul tip there.
But one thing against a top pitcher like this, right, you need to have every guy up and down the lineup battling, spoiling good pitches. Trying to see just one more, the 3-2. Ground ball up the middle, backhand attempt, Sognus can't get it, and Neshaminy will score 2. A 2-run single for Brandon Law. And Neshaminy in front 6-0, and it looks like that will be the end of the afternoon here for Keller Bradley as Joe Pacey out to get the baseball from his starter. Dylan Cloud scoring. Dan Marable crosses the plate. And a pitching change for Pennsbury with Neshaminy up 6-0 here in the 6A semi. We'll be back with more on WBCB.
Hi, Merrill Reese reminding you to come back home to
From Philadelphia to the Lehigh Valley and everywhere in between. For 150 years, Penn Community Bank has been a part of your neighborhood. Helping businesses start, supporting families as they grow, and staying connected to the people and places that make this region special. It's who we are and where we're from. Penn Community Bank. Here we are, and here we grow.
Welcome back to Pennsbury High School. And today's game on WBCB made possible as a public service by the Pennsbury Parents Baseball Club. Wishing the Falcons the best of luck today as the Falcons trailing Neshaminy. Big thanks to all of our sponsors, including Peruzzi Buick GMC. It's time to hit the open roads this spring and summer in a brand new Sierra pickup truck from your hometown Sierra dealer, Peruzzi Buick GMC in Fairless Hills. Nowhere are you going to find a better deal on a new Sierra pickup than at Peruzzi Buick GMC. Their entire inventory of Sierra pickups reduced 20% off MSRP pricing and also available with 0% financing. This spring and summer, go where you never thought you could go in a brand new Sierra pickup from Peruzzi Buick GMC, Business Route 1, Fairless Hills. Right now, 20% off their entire inventory of Sierra pickups plus 0% financing.
Owen Hawk's the new Pennsbury pitcher in 20 and the third innings. 3 of them he's started. He's appeared in 8. He's 4-0. He's got a save on the season on just one opportunity. He's allowed 25 hits, 11 runs, 10 of them earned, walking 6 guys, 26 strikeouts, a 3.44 ERA, and a 1.5 WHIP.
And he faces Noah Wallace. First pitch swinging, fouls it off into the parking lot. Hope that foul ball doesn't hit a car. Thanks again to Chris's Auto Body. Give them a call at 215-710-1080 for dents or major auto body work. Chris's Auto Body. The 0-1. Lined into the gap in left, a diving grab by Henry Garlitz, and they'll get the double play. As off the bag that time came Holenbach, and he's doubled up. Noah Wallace lines out to left, and that's out number 2. And then on the double play, they throw to second and get out number 3. So Owen Hawks does the trick. The pitching change works for the Pennsbury Falcons, but they do give up 2 more and now trail 6-0 here in the 6A semifinal. 2 more hits for Neshaminy in the inning, including a big 2-run single off the bat of Brandon Law. All right, today's game, the McCaffrey's game of the day. McCaffrey's Food Market's exceptional every day. And thanks also here to the oldest, most dependable family-owned Ford dealer in Lower Bucks and Mercer County. It's Haldeman Ford on Route 33 in nearby Hamilton Township. The Haldeman family offers the largest selection of Ford cars, trucks, and SUVs in the area, including over 100 trucks from the Ford Maverick to the Ford Super Duty F350 pickup. Mustangs to pre-owned cars. Haldeman Ford has the inventory. Their state-of-the-art service facility is known for their superior service, so great that Pennsbury school buses to local municipal cars get serviced at Haldeman Ford. Buy a set of 4 tires from Haldeman Ford and they'll beat any price, plus a $130 rebate on select brands. Haldeman Ford, 20 minutes from Langhorne on Route 33 in Hamilton Township, is proud to support portions of today's game. We go to the bottom of the second. Seidler, Garlitz, and Kalenko here for the Falcons in the bottom of the second.
We officially have a final line for Keller Bradley, an inning and a third, 4 hits, 6 runs, all of them earned, a strikeout, 4 walks, 57 pitches, 29 of them for strikes, 28 of them out of the zone.
Again, the winner here moves on to the 6A District Championship game, facing either Owen J. Roberts or potentially Penridge. As Bonner winds and fires, misses down low to Seidler. Penridge would be an interesting matchup for Pennsbury, as those 2 teams played on Pennsbury's senior night. And was
really
a
good game,
7-6 Pennsbury win, a close game. Bonner looks in, has his pitch, winds and fires. And that one in the strike zone, a 1-1 count to Seidler.
Hey, look at this game. Obviously not what you want if you're Pennsbury. You're down 6-0. It's a big hurdle to come from behind from. But if you want to look at the positive, it's still, only the bottom of the second. You have plenty of innings left to try to put some scores on the board, and you're a team that's averaged around 12 runs a game this year, so you have the offense to overcome this.
That's one of my favorite Larry Anderson adages. When the Phillies get down early, he often mentions how many innings they have to try to come back, as this is a fly ball out to right. And Marable diving for it, can't come up with it. Mike Sassano also with an effort, and the ball lands for a base hit for Danny Seidler. All right, Neshaminy had one of those earlier that was just hit where nobody could get to it, and same thing there. Neshaminy can't get to that one in the Bermuda Triangle.
Right in the Bermuda Triangle. And it was a tough play for both Sassano, the second baseman, and the right fielder. Don't know exactly whose glove that hit off of. I think it was Sassano's, the second baseman, but I think it would have been a tough play for either of them and a close play. I think counted it a hit. Yeah, they counted it a hit. Yeah, I would count it as a hit.
Will you count it as a hit?
I would.
Yeah, they put it up here on the scoreboard as a hit for Seidler.
Tough play, and it looked like it was going to be an easy play, and then as you see it develop and how far the right fielder had to run in and Sassano running out from second base, kind of had a feeling that might drop.
Yeah, I thought that was going to be a routine fly ball, but Pennsbury, runner at first, Hitchin thinks about the back pick and chases Seidler back to first on that one, low and away. A 1-1 count to Garlitz. Henry Garlitz receiving honorable mention all-league recognition as an outfielder. The 1-1. Sharply hit ground ball. That's through on the left side. And Seidler moves up to second. Back-to-back base hits for the Falcons.
Well, Pennsbury's starting to get good bat to ball against Bonner. Didn't get any of that in the first inning, really. Now they've tagged him for back-to-back hits to open the inning, and that's all you need to get going. Sometimes it's just a couple of hits. Neither of them hit particularly hard, but they're seeking through. Hey, you get on base, you get on base.
Yeah, they're just hit in the right spot here as now Nolan Kalenko faces Bonner, who kicks and fires. And this one's sky high out to center field. Nick Sassano under it, makes the catch. Tagging from second is Seidler, and he will slide safely into third base. Falcons with runners at the corners with one away after Kalenko's fly out.
You're not exactly what you want, of course, if you're Nolan Kalenko, but hit it deep enough to tag the runner up is a job well done.
A productive out and brings Finn Burke up to bat for the Falcons.
Burke had a leadoff triple last game that came in the fourth inning, led to a couple of runs in the inning. Second team third baseman, the SOL, as a sophomore.
Pretty freaking good.
The runner goes. No throw from Hitchin. Garlitz steals second and puts two in scoring position for Burke. Falcons looking for an answer here. Neshaminy with 4 in the first, 2 more in the second. Bonner set the 1-0. Breaking ball catches the outside corner. Nice spot.
This would be a big spot for Burke to get on, because if he can get on, score 1 run, but keep it as a 1-run deficit or a 1-out deficit, you got the top of the lineup coming up for a very potent Pennsbury lineup.
1-1 pitch, breaking ball. This one down low.
Obviously, you want to get a base hit to try to score 1, maybe 2, but just even getting on right now with that open base at first would be huge for turning it over and getting Crane up with only 1 out, bases loaded.
Bonner, though, so crafty out there. His 2-1 delivery. Catches the outside corner. And evens the count. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Two on, just 1 away in the bottom of the second. Bonner looks in, gets his pitch. The 2-2. Swing and a miss. Got him with a breaking ball. Strikeout number 3 for Chase Bonner this afternoon.
Really good breaking pitch right there. Starting that thing, going right down the middle of the zone. Burke looking like it's going to be a fastball, and that thing just breaks out of nowhere like a Frisbee.
And they do get to Carlton Crane here. He's got 2 away, though.
Still got 2 runners in scoring position, though. Easy base hit will score 2.
First time up, he got caught looking. Takes up high for ball 1. Talk about the potency of this top of the Pennsbury lineup, how good they've been. Both Crane and Perry got caught looking first time around. 1-0 in there. as the game goes on, the crowd continuing to build here at Vic Napolitano Field. 6A semifinal action on BCB as Bonner set the 1-1. That's in there.
That thing snuck back at the last second. What a pitch.
Backdoor breaking ball for strike 2. Crane set, Garlitz and Seidler aboard. And time taken by Carlton Crane. Takes a cleansing breath, steps back into the batter's box. 1-2. Fouled back towards the fence. Carlton Crane kind of right on that pitch. You made a good point, Ben, in our Trentonian pregame activities, just all the history, all of the 1-2. Line drive, and that's through on the left side. The Falcons will just send Seidler. They're going to hold Garlitz at third, and they score their first run of the day. A Carlton Crane RBI base hit to put them on the scoreboard. It's 6-1.
Huge base hit right there. You've seen it time and time again. Crane just poking those balls the opposite way. That time did exactly that, just out of the reach of the shortstop's hands. One run comes in, and at least getting on the board for Pennsbury. Huge first step to cut down this deficit.
Well, we mentioned you get down early, you have a lot of time to try to come from behind as the runner goes. Carlton Crane, the throw, though, is the third as they try to see if Henry Garlitz is napping over there at third base, but he's back in time. Stolen base for Carlton Crane. He's at second. And there's 2 in scoring position for the Falcons here with 2 away.
Stolen base number 13 for Carlton Crane, remaining perfect this season.
A good job over there by Garlitz not to get fooled there. Garlitz, an unsung hero for this Pennsbury Falcon team, does great job out there defensively in the outfield and has been a huge contribution base running wise for this team. Anytime he gets on, he is a threat on the base paths. And obviously locks down the corner outfield.
1-0 breaking ball that just a little bit outside.
There's dogs.
It's a bark at the park.
Yeah, I love dogs. And it's a black lab. Oh my God, it looks like my queen. It's my black lab's dog. Her name's Queen.
2-0 pitch. Up high. Yeah, the Falcons in the past have done some bark at the park kind of things here, which has been fun. This year,
it's Gus's favorite day of the year.
It is actually my favorite day of the year.
This year they've just been locked in on winning, it seems.
Hey, they're where they are because of it.
3-0 in there, taken all the way, was Perry.
And a huge opportunity for Pennsbury to, if Perry gets on, obviously loads the bases. Brendan Zuckerman is the next guy up who's been an absolute RBI machine for this Pennsbury Falcons lineup.
Pierce Perry has also come up pretty big. He's got a hitter's count, 3-1 pitch. Jams him. It's going to be a tough play. Cloud has it. His throw, not in time. And another run scores for the Pennsbury Falcons. Pierce Perry a little bit too quick. They couldn't get him on the ground ball. And he scores Garlitz to make it a 6-2 game.
It's another one that's not hit particularly hard, but Falcons able to get a run out of it. It's not about how hard you hit it. It's if you can get on base or not, and Pennsbury putting that on full display here in this second inning. I don't think a single ball has been hit that very particularly hard so far.
I think Carlton Crane's has been the hardest, and that barely snuck through. But now you're looking at a situation, first and third, 2 outs. It just happened the last couple times. You'd have to think Pierce Perry is going to take off here. Neshaminy's not going to throw down and try to limit the base runner at third. So deja vu here yet again, but a 2-out rally for the Falcons. Good job to put at least a couple on the board to limit this deficit.
Pierce Perry takes his lead off of first, and they'll throw over to check him again.
Yeah, they're worried about that runner.
Meanwhile, Carlton Crane at third base.
Got the classic fan booing, a pickoff move.
It's all part of the fun.
I think it's all in the sportsmanship of baseball. I
Yes.
feel like you have to do it.
It's like the one exception, the PIAA rule book. It's like there's a pickoff.
Yeah, you have to do it.
Yeah, I have to.
Yeah, PIAA pretty strict on making sure you're only cheering in a positive way for your team. The pitch to Zuckerman, swing and a miss, and the runner does go. And like you said, kind of deja vu there as they don't throw down.
Now the third time that's happened in this inning. If they didn't do the first 2 times, why would they do it that time? Try to, with 2 outs, just try to attack the hitter here, but tough hitter to try to attack.
Neshaminy jumping out to a 6-0 early lead. Falcons now trying to mount a charge. Already 2 runs across in the second. And one of their top hitters at the plate had a good look at that one, fouls it back.
Yeah, he was trying to put that in the 7-Eleven parking lot.
Yeah, that pitch was right there. Just missing it with Zuck.
Hey, one of the things that Bonner attack the zone, if they put him in play, have your defense make a play. Maybe looking for some chase right there, and Zuckerman says, nah, a 1-2 count. Bonner set his 1-2. Breaking ball that's sent back up the middle, and Zuckerman will score 2. As Carlton Crane crosses the plate, and Pierce Perry picks up 2 bags to make it 6-4. The Falcons with 4 runs in the bottom of the second, and Zuckerman stay hot.
And what did I say, Chris? That is the one guy you do not want to go up against with 2 runners in scoring position. An absolute RBI machine this year. 2 more on the stat sheet. Zuckerman stays hot for the Falcons. We have a 2-run lead now. Neshaminy trying to limit the damage.
Yeah, it really feels like we have a ball game now. Neshaminy jumping out to that big 6-0 lead early.
It might
Had
have
a
been
sense that they could run away with this thing.
Yeah, it might have been 6-0, but in a rivalry like this with so much history, so much back and forth, this game was never over.
Especially with a team like Pennsbury, like we said, on the year averaging around 12 runs a game. They were obviously, unless it's going to be 13 runs, they're not out of it.
All they need is just a couple of hits to get going. They're that good of an offense. They score in bunches. It's been like this all season long. Full display here in the second.
Yeah, and 5 base hits for Pennsbury in the second. Lee chases that one and falls behind Bonner. A ball and 2 strikes. Lee here in this 5 spot has also been, or the 4 spot, an RBI machine of sorts. Sends this one to right. Going to be a tough play. Diving attempt by Marable. Can't come up with it. Around third is Zuckerman, and they will wave him home. It's now a 6-5 game, and sliding safely into third is Ty Lee. He's got an RBI triple.
The General, ladies and gentlemen. Another one not hit particularly hard, but right to where nobody is. Down the right. An impossible catch, and generally fired up on his way to the dugout. What a season for the General.
And some great base running there by Zuckerman. Able to go from first all the way around to home plate and make it a 6-5 game.
Yeah, without there being 2 outs there, who knows if he's able to score, because as soon as there was hit, he is taken off with that pop-up. And speaking of Zuckerman, that looked exactly like the kind of ball and the kind of play he had in the first inning in the exact same situation, just barely reaching it.
Ground ball on a hop. Law at third. Throws out Mike Sognas. A 5-3 putout for out number 3, but the Pennsbury Falcons doing damage in the bottom of the second and getting right back in this game. 5 runs, and they get those 5 runs on 6 hits as they get to chase Bonner and make it a 6-5 game here in the District 6A semi. Neshaminy in front. We'll be back with more on WBCB.
From Philadelphia to the Lehigh Valley and everywhere in between. For 150 years, Penn Community Bank has been a part of your neighborhood. Helping businesses start, supporting families as they grow, and staying connected to the people and places that make this region special. It's who we are and where we're from. Penn Community Bank. Here we are, and here we grow.
Summer starts here at Team Toyota. Whether you're road tripping in the all-new RAV4, sprinting through your sports schedule in the Sienna, or hitting the farmer's market with friends in a Camry, Team Toyota has a huge selection of new and certified Toyota models, hybrid, electric, or gas. We've got the right option for your drive. Plus, our award-winning service centers will keep you on the road all summer long. Team Toyota, ready for wherever summer takes you. Stop in today or visit teamtoyota.net.
Welcome back to Pennsbury High School. Hey, for complete automotive service, trust the Peruzzi Auto Group. For value and service on all makes and models, free multi-point inspection on your vehicle with any paid service. They offer 10% military and law enforcement discounts on any service performed. You buy 3 tires, get the 4th free, all at Peruzzi Service. Check them out. Visit a Peruzzi dealership on Business Route 1 in Fairless Hills, where their business is you. First pitch swinging is Matthew Grin, fouls it off for strike 1.
We talked about, Keller Bradley going up against this team earlier in the year. Hawks also went up against this team. He started one of those 3 games. Ben has those stats.
The 0-1 ground ball, going to be a tough play. And flipping over to Hawks, Kalenko makes the play, and Matthew Grin is out, 1 down here in the top of the 3rd.
Well, Kalenko had an issue back in the first inning making a play, but able to cleanly make that one. Yeah, Hawks against the Neshaminy. It was game 2. It was final score was 10-2, and it was a complete game for Owen Hawks. The game went the distance. It went 6 innings, almost the distance. It went distance, the full 7 innings, and he had just allowed 4 hits and 2 runs, only throwing 67 pitches. Owen Hawks, he was excellent that afternoon.
Delivers a strike to Hitchin.
Yeah, I remember that game. Obviously, he had a lot of good defensive plays, a couple double plays, but obviously was able to get got a lot out of innings with very minimal pitch count. Some of them single digits.
1-1, nice breaking ball. In there for a strike.
And Hawks, he has a really good splitter. When that is on, he is on. It was certainly working against the Neshaminy back a couple weeks ago, back on May the 6th.
The 1-2 down in the dirt, and he went. So Hitchin offered at that one. He's tagged out by Lee, and there's 2 up, 2 down in the 3rd.
And you're just saying it, Ben, when that splitter is on, he is lethal, and right there gets the batter out with that splitter in the dirt. Hawks got the number of the Neshaminy Redskins.
Yeah, Hitchin, he tried to hold up, but went around, ground ball, takes a high hop off the mound, and then goes under the mitt of Carlton Crane. And Sassano is aboard. I think that's going to be an E6. Yep. It is.
That's tough, bouncing off the mound and taking a soft hop under the mitt of Crane. Maybe get the glove down a little bit more, but just still a tough play getting under the glove there.
Yeah, especially when it hits off the mound like that. Obviously, he's expecting it more up the middle. Then all of a sudden it ricochets a little bit closer to him. Tough play anytime it moves off the mound, but a play you would expect somebody as good as Crane to make.
Cloud at the plate for Neshaminy takes strike 1. First time up, Cloud with a base hit to lead off the 2nd. Came around to score one of the 6 Neshaminy runs. And Hawks checks on Sassano.
Yeah, an absolute packed house here tonight at the Vic. I don't think I've ever seen this many people here for a game.
I mean, you look even in the outfield at the amount of people. Like right field is.
The 0-1, the runner goes. Backhanded by Hawks. What a play. And he'll flip over to Kalenko. And Cloud is out number 3 as he bounces it back to the pitcher's mound. And Owen Hawks with a nifty looking play.
9 pitches from Owen Hawks in the inning. You want to talk about efficiency? You're getting it right there from Owen Hawks.
Talked about the last game about how he was able to get out some of those innings, single digits, great defensive plays, deja vu right here.
So we are now through 2.5 here in the District 1 6A semifinal, and portions of today's game brought to you by Chris Auto Body. They hope you're enjoying today's game. Chris Auto Body is 20 short minutes from Hamilton Township in Fairless Hills. Chris Auto Body, family owned and operated by Hamiltonians, and they have been in business for over 60 years. They handle all auto body repairs and work with all insurance companies. Free estimates, complete auto body repairs, lifetime warranties, auto glass replacement, detailing, paintless dent repair, even on-site car rental. Hand off your auto body and repair work to the team that handles everything, including pickup and delivery. Chris Auto Body with 3 locations, Business Route 1 in Fairless Hills, and they're also in Lambertville and in New Hope.
Got a new pitcher.
Nah, that's Bonner, isn't
That's
it?
Bonner, number 8.
Yes. Yes.
Come on, you silly
Oh,
goose.
but Bonner was a different number.
Nah, that's
Oh
him.
no,
That's him.
that's totally on me.
Come on, you
I
silly
could have sworn
goose.
Bonner was
You
double
silly
digit.
goose.
We go to the bottom of the third here, and this game has a whole different feel than it did when we went to the bottom of the
It's
second
got a whole
inning.
different feel. I don't even know what numbers people are anymore.
And Pennsbury will send Seidler, Garlitz, and Kolenko up to bat.
I mean, Gus agreed with me that it was a different pitcher. I gave him the new pitcher sign. He was like,
I
yeah.
didn't agree with him. I was just like, is it really? Okay. And
You
then
were
I
like,
looked, and
yeah,
I was
like-
like, wait a minute.
You mouthed a wow to me.
That's what I yeah. 'Cause I was like, there's no way there's no new pitcher.
No, it's Chase Bonner back out there. They're number 1.
There is bullpen action for Neshaminy over
Yeah, you'd have to think, though, if this inning goes like the last inning, this
Right.
may be his last inning.
Yeah, 6 hits he gave up in the second and delivers low and in to Seidler.
That was a tongue twister I just said. This inning goes like last inning. It could be his last inning. That sounded like an Eminem beat.
It's just you just said the same words over and over.
Exactly. I do that a lot.
Seidler led off the second with a base hit, got the Falcons going, takes a strike on a breaking ball from Bonner.
It was another one of those hits where it wasn't the hardest hit. It was just put perfectly in between the right fielder and second baseman. Hit one of their gloves, just I wasn't able to come away with it, and kind of jolted that run in the second inning. You'd have to think after that bottom half of the second inning and how that top half of the third just ended, Pennsbury has fully grasped that momentum.
Yeah, they need to just kind of chip away here in this as it sliced down the line, but foul.
Coach Pacey didn't even flinch. Love it. You could
And
tell how big this game is today with just the different schools you see. And I've seen Ben Salem kids here. I've seen Egan kids here. I've seen a bunch of different schools.
Looks like half the Truman roster
Yeah.
is to our left.
I see somebody wearing a coach's roundtable shirt.
The 1-2 breaking ball that stays wide for ball 2.
This just goes to show you, this isn't just big for these two programs. This is big for the whole area.
Yeah, and great how things worked out. Neshaminy beating the 1 seed Haverford to get to this district semi. The 2-2 sent out to center, but right towards Nick Sassano, who makes the catch. Sassano getting people screaming at him out there to try to throw him off.
There's a lot of students out there for Pennsbury. It's like the student section out there.
Fans trying to
Left
make
side
their
field.
mark in this game.
That's the no tarp section.
So a fly out for
territory out
Seidler. 1 down. Nobody on for Garlitz.
That's like, what is it, the 700 level at the vet? That's what my dad said. That's where the real fun happened.
Yeah, I was out there. That was our spot out there,
Yeah,
700 level.
That's what they're doing right there in center field.
I mean, back in the day, you could get in the 700 level for like cheap. The 0-1. Go see a Phillies game and like, I don't know, you get a bunch of tickets. You don't have to spend like $20. No balls, 2 strikes here to Garlitz as Bonner out in front. Peers over the glove. Fires away, breaking ball on a couple of hops. Cloud, gloves and throws. And Garlitz out number 2. A 6-3 ground out. Nobody on, 2 down for Kolenko. Kolenko sent one deep to center his first time up. They were able to advance a runner from second base on a tag up. First pitch swinging. Whiffs at that one. The 0-1. Lined, but right at Sassano. It hit the dirt there. I thought he had it in the air.
He dropped it.
And so he'll just clean that one up and ends up being a 4-3 put out of Kolenko. And a big bounce back inning for Chase Bonner right there as he sets him down in order in the bottom of the third. So we are through 3 here in the District 6A semi. And Neshaminy holding a 6-5 advantage. We'll be back with more of the McCaffrey's Game of the Day on WBCB.
This is Tommy Green from the 1993 National League champion Phillies. Every champion needs a good game plan. BCWSA and I want to make sure you have a game plan when it comes to conserving our most precious resource, water. Whether you're washing dishes, brushing your teeth, or watering your garden, there are ways you can save water and save money. Visit bcwsa.net for tips on conserving water. BCWSA, proven.
Top of the fourth and top of the lineup for Neshaminy as it's Mike Sassano, Marable, and Bonner here facing Owen Hawks. Hawks has really settled things down for Pennsbury, coming in relief of Keller Bradley, and the first pitch breaking ball stays up and in. The 1-0 from Hawks. Ground ball towards Sognis. Makes easy work of it. One away.
Yeah, you saw it last year with Sognis at the hot corner at third base. You're seeing it this year at second base. He's just a black hole over there. If a ball gets hit over there, he is able to, eat it up and get the out. He is an excellent fielder.
Brings to the plate Dan Marable with one down, nobody on.
Whether it's at third base, second base, Sognis in the play, but starting third baseman for Pennsbury just a season ago.
Foul tipped for strike one. Marable with a line out, a walk, and a run scored so far today. Takes outside. 1-1 count to Marable. The 1-1. Fouled sky high and will drift into the parking lot. Oh, I think that foul ball might have hit a car. If your car does get dinged up from broken windshields to dents or major auto body work, call Chris's Auto Body with 3 convenient locations, including 212 Lincoln Highway, Business Route 1, Fairless Hills. Call Chris's Auto Body. Down low in the dirt and skips past Ty Lee.
I mean, based off of that reaction, it's safe to say that
hit
one might have struck something out there.
Yeah. Ball came down and it was like, ooh. Two balls, 2 strikes. Fouled away again into the parking lot. It's better when there's not a big reaction from the crowd this time.
Yeah, the last one wasn't promising. Ooh, oh.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
2-2. In there. Got him looking. Dan Marable, a strikeout victim. There's 2 down, nobody on for Chase Bonner.
Second strikeout for Hawks. I mean, he's only 2 innings or 2 and a third innings in technically, but he has really come in and settled things down, just throwing pitch number 20 here, throwing strikes extremely efficiently. And
winds and fires down low to Bonner.
It's giving everybody a bit of a deep breath.
Bonner with 2 walks today. Also a run scored for Neshaminy. The 1-0. Lifts that one out to left. Garlitz with a long run, but it's on the other side of the fence over there, out of play.
The wind must have took that. I thought that was going to stay in play. I'm surprised that got out of play.
Yeah, I thought Garlitz would have had a look at it, maybe have a play there over near the fence.
Like I said just last inning, how underrated Garlitz has been for this Pennsbury squad, specifically his defensive prowess out there in the outfield.
You know, we mentioned the weather too, and temperatures in the upper 70s, ball just a bit inside. Pennsbury fans thought that was strike 2. But there's not much of a breeze. You look out towards right field and the flag is not moving much. We do feel a little bit of a breeze kind of in our faces. The 2-1 behind home plate is that one outside for ball 3.
Obviously, the higher you get up, the more wind there could be. But, yeah, I'm surprised how much that one started to
maybe it was
veer towards.
More like a slice, maybe. 3-1. Ball 4 to Bonner. I think that's his 3rd walk here today. And again, Holenbach will take first to run for the pitcher. So with 2 down, 1 on for Brandon Law. Law 1 for 2 today with a strikeout and a base hit his last time up. And Hawks, pretty good pickoff move, but Holenbach didn't have a big lead off first. He's easily back to first. Hawks kicks, fires, hits the zone. Strike 1 to Brandon Law. And before the 0-1, another pickoff attempt. Holenbach again back in time.
Classic Pennsbury Neshaminy. So many throwovers to first base. Saw so many of it, so much of it in their 3-game series.
Holenbach with the lead. The pitch down low to Law. Well, you got that luxury at the high school level. You can disengage as many times as you want. Make sure you focus on try to control the run game. Swing and a miss, and long lead off of first base. And Ty Lee, I think he was thinking about a throw down to first, but waited just a little bit too long to let that one go.
Yeah, the general wanted to gun him, but I'm not sure if
Kalenko.
Kalenko was ready.
Before the 1-2, another look at first base.
Hitter may also have been slightly in the way of the path of the ball. I don't want to
blame anybody.
Before the 1-2, they got him leaning. Just back in time is Holenbach. That was close.
Close. I do think he got under there, but man, oh man, yeah, he got him leaning there.
Yeah, I don't know if that's an indication that Holenbach's thinking about taking off. Extends his lead, the 1-2. Ball wide. That was close. I mean, Law, he
I don't know where
thought
that
about
one missed.
Swinging at that one.
Do not know where that one missed.
Been a bunch of pitches right on the corner, and some are called, some aren't.
The 2-2. The runner goes. That's ball 3, and safe at second is Holenbach. He's got a stolen base and a full count to Brandon Law. Law, a dangerous hitter. Again, a first-team all-SOL selection. Rips at that one and sends it into the parking lot.
Not sure about that one.
Do it again at 3 balls, 2 strikes. Owen Hawks got the first 2 batters here in the top of the 4th. His 3-2. Down in the dirt, he walks Law. So first and second for Neshaminy, with Noah Wallace up to bat. Wallace with a walk and a run scored. That was back in the first inning. In the second, lined out to left. And could do some 2-out damage right here for Neshaminy. Hawks winds, fires in the dirt. Good stop by Lee.
Talked about so much about how Pennsbury, they've always had this advantage, I feel like, because how many left-handed hitters they have in their lineup. I feel like Neshaminy might be the only team that has more left-handed hitters.
Yeah, these teams kind of mirror images in that regard. Ball up just a little bit, according to the home plate umpire, who's beginning to hear it a little bit from some of the fans and some of the Pennsbury fanatics here. The 2-0 between the wickets for Lee, and everybody moving up. Holenbach at third, Brandon Law at second now. And a 3-0 count to Wallace. Little equipment adjustment for the general. Redskins were held scoreless in the third, but threatening now with 2 outs in the 4th. And they're going to put them on. So they'll intentionally walk Noah Wallace as they give him ball 4. And that loads the bases for Matthew Grin. And before that at-bat, they head on out to talk with Hawks.
Yeah, wouldn't
Right,
be surprised.
Coach Crane is kind of just settling him down, going through the situation.
Yeah, obviously you had 2 outs. Now there's bases loaded. I'm probably just giving him a second. Obviously, let him know. Just focus on the batter. You get the batter out. We're out of the situation. No damage done. Wouldn't be surprised though if we saw some more action in that Pennsbury bullpen. Obviously, don't yet, but.
Well, helping to make today's game possible, Mercer Bucks Orthopedics. For over 30 years, Mercer Bucks Orthopedics has provided expert orthopedic care to keep you moving. World-class orthopedic care here in your hometown. Mercer Bucks Orthopedics, a legacy of care. Hawks is set. Delivers, misses inside to Grin. Loaded bases with 2 down here in the top of the 4th. The 1-0. Breaking ball that is in there for a strike. Wallace, Law, and Holenbach aboard the 1-1. In the dirt, good stop by Lee. Two balls and a strike. Grin walked and scored a run his first time up. Last time it was a bouncer back to the mound. 3-1. This one's a bouncer to short. Carlton Crane will throw to first. It's low and Kalanko can't dig it out. It's off of his glove, and Neshaminy scores to make it 7-5. And Matthew Grin aboard at first. Noah Wallace now at second. Brandon Law up to third base.
Yeah, I thought that would have been an easier play, just to hand it off to the second baseman, Sognis, but Crane throwing it over. One hops in. Kalenko usually gets that one, just not able to grab that one off the dirt.
Yeah, it could have gone the short way, and this one is popped up in foul territory. Will there be a play over there? Yes. Finn Burke reaches over the fence and catches the foul pop. And Neshaminy set down in the top of the fourth, a web gem there from the Pennsbury third baseman. But Neshaminy does pick up another run to make it now 7-5 here in the District 6A semifinal. Wow, great stuff there. I wasn't sure if Burke was going to be able to even have a play, and he reaches over. He almost flipped over the fence in order to catch that ball.
Young Burke getting up across the fence, reaches over, pulls that thing back into play. What a catch, what an effort by Burke.
And what a game here in this 6A semifinal. Neshaminy up 7-5, and big thanks to Haldeman Ford, the oldest, most dependable family-owned Ford dealer in Lower Bucks in Mercer County, is Haldeman Ford on Route 33 in nearby Hamilton Township. The Haldeman family offering the largest selection of Ford cars, trucks, and SUVs in the area, including 100 trucks from the Ford Maverick to the Ford Super Duty F-350 pickup, Mustangs to pre-owned cars. Haldeman Ford has the inventory. Their state-of-the-art service facility is known for their superior service, so great that Pennsbury school buses to local municipal cars get serviced at Haldeman Ford. Buy a set of 4 tires from Haldeman Ford and they'll beat any price, plus a $130 rebate on select brands. Haldeman Ford, 20 minutes from Langhorne on Route 33 in Hamilton Township, proud to sponsor portions of today's game. And again, thanks to Mercer Bucks Orthopedics, providing expert orthopedic care to keep you moving. World-class orthopedic care here in your hometown. From Mercer Bucks Orthopedics, shoulder, hand, wrist, hip, knee to non-surgical procedures and pain management, Mercer Bucks Orthopedics is there for you. Elite athletes, schools, colleges, or weekend warriors. Mercer Bucks Orthopedics, committed to your recovery. They have their own surgery center in Mercer County and 3 locations to serve you: Lawrenceville, Hamilton, and in Langhorne at St. Mary Medical Center. Mercer Bucks Orthopedics, a legacy of care. You can read about today's game in tomorrow's edition of the Trentonian. Outstanding local, national sports coverage. Count on it 7 days a week. It's all in the pages of the Trentonian. We go to the bottom of the fourth. Finn Burke, who just made an outstanding play in the field, up first for the Falcons. He'll be followed by Crane and Perry.
Cameraman Ethan Collins got an excellent shot of the
Yeah,
play.
looked it back. It was a huge shot by Finn Burke. Great job by Ethan to catch it. A huge play by Burke to even make that play.
The 1-0 out to right. Dan Marable over for it, but it slices foul. Burke sent that one for a ride, but a long strike, a 1-1 count. First time up. Burke a strikeout victim. The 1-1. Foul ball. I mean, we're going to look back at that play, though, here in this game as a big turning point. Neshaminy had the bases loaded with 2 down.
Being in that kind of situation, only suffering 1 run, you'll take it.
Who knows what could have happened if Neshaminy got another chance, the 1-2. But thanks to Finn Burke, they did not, as he takes down and away.
We talked about how good Sognis has been as a defensive guy out there. Getting moved to second, you think, he did a great job at third. Well, now you see why, because Finn Burke is absolutely a stud.
The 2-2 sends this one sky high. Short center field, calling for it. Nick Sassano makes the catch. Yeah, and again, Sassano hearing it from some of the fans out there in center field, trying to do anything to throw off the fielder. One down here in the bottom of the fourth. Top of the lineup for Pennsbury. Carlton Crane, he's 1 for 2 today with a base hit, stolen base, a run scored. Nice looking bunt right there. Charging is Law, and his throw is in time as stretching is Noah Wallace. A bang bang play at first, and they say they got him. 5-3 ground out for out number 2. That's the second time Crane laid down a bunt here. First one, he was able to reach safely, and that one, would love to see the instant replay on that. You looking back at that, Gus?
Yeah.
Pierce Perry also 1 for 2 with a base hit. Run scored last time around, takes a breaking ball.
I mean, it was really
strike one from Bonner.
It was really close.
And you got to credit Noah Wallace there. Almost a full split at first base. The 0-1. Helped to cut down the distance that throw had to go. Bonner kicks, fires the 1-1. Swing and a miss, and Perry falls behind, a ball and 2 strikes.
You know, at first glance, you thought that was he might have beat the throw. Looking back in slow-mo, exact same time.
The 1-2. Foul ball off the foot. Well, then, right, isn't that the tie goes to the runner?
It should be tie goes to the runner, but.
Well, it just goes to show how bang, how close that play was.
It's not an easy job.
When they look back at the instant replay and they still have trouble determining if the guy was safe or out.
I had to slow it all the way down to the slowest speed just to see.
A ball and 2 strikes to Perry. Bonner kicks, fires, and it's fouled into the parking lot. Hope that ball didn't hit a car. If your car does get dinged up, broken windshields to dents or major auto body work, Chris's Auto Body, 3 convenient locations. Call 215-710-1080. Another 1-2 offering from Bonner. Breaking ball stays wide. 2-2 count to the Pennsbury junior. Again, Bonner peers over the glove. Fires the 2-2. Outside, and the count runs full. Neshaminy striking early, 4 runs in the first. They got 2 more in the second, and they added 1 in the fourth. Meanwhile, for the Falcons, 1 big inning, a 5-run fifth. It'd be a 5-run second. Payoff pitch. Struck him out. And Pierce Perry goes down swinging, a 1-2-3 inning for Chase Bonner as he sets the Falcons down in order in the bottom of the fourth. And we are through 4 complete here in the District 1 6A semifinal. Neshaminy in front of Pennsbury, 7-5.
Since 1954, the name McCafferty has stood for outstanding automotive sales and service. And today, Patrick McCafferty continues that tradition at Discount Auto, Business Route 1, Langhorne. Discount Auto has over 100 hand-picked pre-owned cars, trucks, SUVs, and vans, all fully inspected and ready to go. Discount Auto, the perfect place for your kid's first car. Discount Auto, the perfect place for a fine, pre-owned family car, SUV, or van. Discount Auto. They're locally owned and operated by Patrick McCafferty, who supports the community. The name McCafferty means honesty, integrity, and great automotive sales and service. At Discount Auto, Business Route 1 at Oxford Valley Road, Langhorne.
Top of the fifth, and Neshaminy will send the 8, 9, and 1-hole hitters to the plate, as it'll be Sassano, Cloud, and Sassano facing Owen Hawks. Here in the top of inning number 5, and we've had a good one, a 7-5 score. The winner moves on to play in the District 1 championship game on Thursday at Villanova. Hawks winds and fires. Wow, I was going to say low and away. That's a strike to Sassano. Hawks winds and fires. This one's inside for ball 1. The loser will play in the 3-4 playback game. 1-1. Breaking ball outside. Either Owen J. Roberts in the mix in this next round, or Penridge, the Rams. 2-1. Fouled over towards the Pennsbury dugout for strike 2. Both of these teams advancing into the state tournament. 2-2. Ground ball. Carlton Crane backhands, throws low, and Kalenko picks it. 1 down. And with 1 away, here's Dylan Cloud. Cloud 1 for 2 so far today with a base hit and a run scored back in the second. Last time up, bounced one back to the mound. Down low for a ball.
I don't know about that one.
The 1-0. Ground ball. Couple of hops. Crane has it. Nice throw. 2 up, 2 down. Couple of 6-3 ground outs to start the 5th. And Neshaminy flipping the lineup. Here is Mike Sassano.
And that's the Carlton Crane we all know defensively.
Yeah, much more confident with that throw. He's had a couple of low ones.
Which, as a first baseman, you got to scoop him, but to guarantee your first baseman's going to get him, just keep him in the air.
Yeah. And he did that on that play. And 2 down, nobody on for Sassano. 1-0. Out to short right field. Zuckerman over for it and makes the catch. And they're going to say that's a foul ball, I think. Either way, a fly out for Sassano is out number 3 as he sends it out to right field. It's taken care of by Zuckerman, and Hawks sets him down in order. A 1-2-3 inning in the top half of the 5th here in the District 6A semifinal. Neshaminy holding on to a 7-5 lead. And today's game brought to you by Mercer Bucks Orthopedics, providing expert orthopedic care to keep you moving. World-class orthopedic care here in your hometown from Mercer Bucks Orthopedics. Shoulder, hand, wrist, hip, knee, non-surgical procedures, and pain management. Mercer Bucks Orthopedics, there for you. Elite athletes, schools, colleges, weekend warriors. And they have their own surgery center in Mercer County and 3 locations to serve you: Lawrenceville, Hamilton, and in Langhorne at St. Mary Medical Center. Mercer Bucks Orthopedics, a legacy of care. And join us after the game for our DiLorenzo's The Berg Player of the Game. Our player of the game gets a gift certificate from DiLorenzo's The Berg Pizza at 8919 New Falls Road in Levittown, owned and operated by third-generation family member Tyler DiLorenzo. He uses the same recipes his great-grandparents did back in the 1940s in Trenton's famous Chambersburg section. Try the only original Trenton tomato pie, other great gourmet pizzas, including their mustard pie, soups, fresh salads, hot sandwiches, homemade pasta dishes, all served in a safe, clean environment. Eat in or take out, give them a call, and they'll have it ready for you. 215-943-2605 for DiLorenzo's The Berg Pizza. They also do catering for all events. They're in the Vermilion Square at 8919 New Falls Road, just down the street from Vic Napolitano Field, and we thank them for powering portions of today's game. Bottom of the fifth, and Zuckerman, Lee, and Sognus set to bat for the Falcons. Trailing 7-5 here in this District 6A semi. Ball down and away to Zuckerman. He's got a walk, a base hit, a run scored.
And now us going into the fifth. Obviously, Bonner getting up there in the pitch count. You have to think,
delivers up and away.
You have to think, is there going to be starting to be a little bit more action, or how long is the leash for Bonner? Obviously, if he starts to lose it in this inning, you'd have to think it has to be soon, but he's looked so steady except for that 1 second inning.
The 2-0 jams him, and Zuckerman sends it foul to the right side. Yeah, he was only shaky in the second, but really shaky there. Falcons getting to him for 6 hits in that second inning, scored 5 runs. That was the only inning where the Falcons got their leadoff runner on base, 2-1. Zuckerman again fouls that one out of play to the right side. Chase Bonner, a big part of their Neshaminy's success last year. We mentioned it briefly that they did go to the state semifinals, 2-2. Line drive out to right, and Zuckerman with another base hit. He's got 2 base hits, and he gets the leadoff runner on for the Falcons here in the fifth.
Well, when the Falcons have a leadoff runner on it, typically, so far today, it
led to a big inning.
Led to a big inning. So all it takes for Pennsbury, they're only down by 2 runs. Things may feel deflated as there's some movement going on down towards the Neshaminy bullpen. But, you know, Falcons, they got their hottest hitter up to bat right now. Just things, you know, can work in the favor of the Falcons if they get a couple men on.
Weislick will run for Zuckerman. So a pinch runner over there at first base. And Neshaminy, looks like Ethan Hoyas out to the bullpen to get warmed up for Neshaminy in case they have to go to a reliever. Bonner here is set and will deliver pitch 86 on the afternoon. A sharply hit ground ball. Lal has it. His throw to second in time, and they get a 5-4-3 double play. Lal to Sassano to Wallace just in time to get 2. And 2 down, nobody on for Mike Sognus.
Wow, that was a huge double play right there for Neshaminy.
And Lal, that ball was hit so hard, he had to wait for Sassano to get over there, cover second, made a nice strong throw, a good turn by Sassano, and 2 down, bases clear. Sognus fouls this one off, a little check swing foul over towards the softball fields. Sognus 0 for 2 today. Takes outside from Bonner. The ball on a strike to him. The 1-1 pitch. Breaking ball on a hop. Cloud has it. And his throw in time to get Sognis. So it led off with a base hit, but ends up being just 3 batters at the plate for Pennsbury as they're set down without a run in the bottom of the 5th, and it remains a 7-5 game here in the District 1 6A semifinal. And we'll step aside here, return to Vic Napolitano Field for more high school baseball on WBCB.
Hey BCWSA customers, this is Tommy Green from the 1993 National League champion Phillies. My friends at BCWSA are committed to providing us with safe, reliable water and sewer services. They operate state-of-the-art treatment facilities, provide clean drinking water, and make much-needed investments to protect our environment and ensure a sustainable future. Learn how BCWSA's investments help grow and serve our communities. Visit bcwsa.net. BCWSA, proven.
You know, McCaffrey's Food Market is exceptional every day, and they are proud to serve you since 1986. They're a local hometown business. They support your community, whether it's helping flood victims or holding fundraisers for the American Cancer Society or employing our local high school students. McCaffrey's is always there. They have the finest products, prime cuts of meat, a prepared food department where everything is made fresh daily, and also a fresh seafood department. Visit McCaffrey's Food Market near you in Yardley, Newtown, New Hope, Princeton, West Windsor, Gladwin, and Doylestown. They are exceptional every day, and they are local and proud of it.
We go to the 6th with Neshaminy holding on to a 7-5 lead here in the District 1 6A semifinal. It'll be Marable, Bonner, and Law facing Owen Hawks. Here's we get back to action. McCaffrey's game of the day. McCaffrey's Food Market's exceptional every day. And we thank McCaffrey's for powering portions of Pennsbury baseball all throughout this season. Hawks has done a good job to keep it where it's at. A line drive to right, and it falls in front of Derek Crane. Some defensive changes for Pennsbury. Zuckerman is out, and Derek Crane now in right, and the ball finds him right away, lands in front of him. Marable picks up a base hit.
First hit allowed there by Owen Hawks.
And he'll check on Marable, chase him back to first. Marable was a base runner back in the 2nd inning. He worked a walk and came around to score. Again, they check on him. Every time they throw over Neshaminy, somebody says, "Did they get him?" And the rest of them go, "No." Hawks gives a nod. Marable takes his lead. In there for strike 1 to Chase Bonner.
Was it a strike?
Yeah.
Yes.
Chase Bonner, 3 walks this afternoon. A couple of runs scored, and he has been outstanding on the mound. Really only getting touched up in the 2nd inning today. It was a big second. 5 runs for Pennsbury, but that's the only inning where they've scored. 0-1. Down just a little bit for ball 1 to Bonner. He's in there, he's set. 1-1 from Hawks. Strike 2. Here's to the 2025-2026 Player of the Year. Great energy here on the campus of Pennsbury High School for this 6A semi. Hawks, the 1-2, the runner goes, a ground ball. Sognis has it, and his only play is the first. And they will retire Bonner with a 4-3 ground out. But on the ground ball, Marable moves up to second. So with 1 down, Neshaminy with a runner in scoring position for Lowell.
Oh, fielder's choice there for Bonner. So walks and fielder's choice for Bonner. A bunch of zeros on his line.
Upstairs to Lowell.
Big problem for Pennsbury pitchers today has been getting behind in the at-bat early. So many first pitch balls thrown by Pennsbury this afternoon, both Bradley and Hawks.
Line drive, Sognus has it. He'll throw back to second, and they're unable to get the double play, but a nice job by Mike Sognus, and you've been singing his praises today, Gus, and does a great job there hitting his area, takes care of it.
Yeah, he's been an absolute machine over there, and another great play by him. Almost got the double play, but smart to even get the ball and look real quick.
Yeah, right away he was on top of the potential for two. In there for strike one to Noah Wallace.
And there's still a couple innings left, and if Pennsbury is able to come back and win this thing, you'd have to give huge praise here to Owen Hawks and the job he's done coming onto the mound and limiting the damage that looked like it was going to be a big game.
Gets a ground ball on the 0-1 pitch. Sognus able to get to Kalenko in time for out number 3. So Neshaminy set down in the top of the 6th without a run. It remains a 7-5 game here in the District 1 6A semifinal, the McCaffrey's game of the day here on WBCB. And it's brought to you by DiLorenzo's The Berg Pizza, 8919 New Falls Road, just down the street from Pennsbury High School. All the great pizzas, the original Trenton tomato pie, their mustard pie, soups, fresh salads, hot sandwiches, and homemade pasta dishes. Give them a call. They'll have it all ready for you. 215-943-2605. That's 215-943-2605. DiLorenzo's The Berg Pizza. I'm starting to get a little bit hungry here as this game moves along. Well, always a great time to hit the open roads. This spring and summer, you can do it in a brand new Sierra pickup truck from your hometown Sierra dealer, Peruzzi Buick GMC in Fairless Hills. Nowhere are you going to find a better deal on Sierra pickups than at Peruzzi Buick GMC. Their entire inventory of Sierra pickups reduced 20% off MSRP pricing and available with 0% financing this spring and summer. Go where you never thought you could go in a brand new Sierra pickup from Peruzzi Buick GMC. Business Route 1 on Fairless Hills, 20% off their entire inventory of Sierra pickups plus 0% financing. And don't forget, if you missed the action here on BCB, read all about the game in tomorrow's edition of the Trentonian. Complete local and national news 7 days a week. It's the Trentonian or online at Trentonian.com, the only newspaper serving Bucks, Burlington, and Mercer County 7 days a week. It's the Trentonian. Thanks also to the Pennsbury Baseball Parents Club. They want to give a shout out to Daryl Rule of JD Photography. Takes a bunch of pictures for Pennsbury sporting events and other events at Pennsbury. And if you can check them out on Instagram or on Facebook. As we go to the bottom of the 6th, Danny Seidler in the batter's box. Takes strike one from Bonner.
Pitch number 90 for Bonner. Reminder, can't go over 105 pitches to begin a new batter. So once you're at 105, it's either your last batter or you're done.
Off the glove of Hitchin. So you got to imagine this is going to be probably the last inning for Bonner. But if he can be efficient, he certainly could get through the 6th.
You'd have to think, I don't know if he's available or not, but if after Bonner, it's probably going to be Kligerman for Neshaminy.
1-1. Low and away to Seidler. Danny Seidler 1 for 2 this afternoon with a base hit and a run scored his first time up. And last time at the plate, a fly out to center field. 2-1. Rips this one out to right field and down the line. Extra bases for Seidler as he makes the turn. Strong throw out there, and he slides safely into second. A head-first slide for Danny Seidler. nice job over there by Dan Marable just to make that a close play. I thought that was easily going to be a double, and Seidler almost got gunned down.
That was an excellent throw in from Marable. It was right on the money. It was an excellent strike. Got to it pretty quickly.
Pretty clutch slide there by Seidler, too, to get under the tag.
Yeah, definitely. Neshaminy's dugout, they were not exactly pleased with the call.
Yeah, I thought they got that one right there.
There was a pair of umpires there, so.
Garlitz leads off the 6 with a double. Henry Garlitz now at the plate. Bonner delivers a strike to Garlitz.
And he's still got plenty of pitches to work with, but what is the limit? Is it 105, 110?
105.
105.
I feel like I just said it.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I was doing graphics here.
That's another great Larry Anderson where he says, I'm hanging on your every word, Fransky. Like, he did mention that a moment ago.
I was doing graphics. I'm sorry.
0-1 from Bonner. Breaking ball, grounded on the left side underneath the glove of Brandon Law. They're going to hold Seidler at third, and there'll be runners at the corners for the Falcons.
And that's
back-to-back hits.
And that's exactly what you want to see from the bottom half of your lineup. Obviously, 6, 7, 8, 9 here for Bonner, but 2 men on, no out. Kolenko with a huge opportunity and a huge spot to possibly get some on, get some in, and roll this lineup over from the top of the lineup. Was Coach Toner comes out. Is it the end?
Well, the Falcons have out-hit Neshaminy today. They've got 5 runs, but they've done that on 10 hits. Meanwhile, for Neshaminy, they have 7 runs, and they've only managed 5 hits on the day. And, they make a call to the bullpen, a pitching change for Neshaminy as Chase Bonner leaves, throwing 95 pitches this afternoon with his Neshaminy Redskins up 7-5 in the District 6A semifinal. We'll step aside and return for more high school baseball on WBCB.
Hi, Merrill Reese reminding you to come back home to traditional Italian cuisine at the Revere Restaurant, 802 River Road in Ewing Township. You'll always feel welcome at the Revere. It's like stepping back in time where you'll feel like you're dining in South Philly or New York's Little Italy. Start your meal with complimentary Hoboken bread. Choose from a menu featuring fresh seafood dishes, succulent steaks and chops, or homemade pasta dishes. You can even eat at the bar. The Revere is open 7 days for lunch and dinner. Private room available for special affairs, plus catering. For reservations, call 609-882-6365. That's 609-882-6365. Come home to traditional Italian cuisine. The Revere Restaurant, 802 River Road, Ewing Township.
Jared Klingerman out of the bullpen and in relief of Chase Bonner. He gets his warm-ups in here, and he'll step into the 6th inning to face Nolan Kolenko. Portions of today's game brought to you by America's Mechanic. Lives right here in Fairless Hills and supports Pennsbury High School. Fred Fletcher at Fletcher's Garage on the corner of Hood and South Olds Boulevard. Trusted by Bucks County drivers since 2001 for complete automotive repair and maintenance performed by expert ASE certified technicians. Fletcher's Garage, an official AAA auto repair facility, and they stand behind every repair with a dependable warranty. PA state inspection and emission, oil changes, suspension service, tire service, heating and cooling. Take your car, SUV, or pickup to Fletcher's Garage for commitment, honesty, and quality service. Fred Fletcher, America's Mechanic at Fletcher's Garage, Hood, and South Olds Boulevard.
Bonner out of the game, but will remain in as the shortstop for Neshaminy, where he resides when he's not on the pitcher's mound. Here's the line for Bonner. It's not officially closed. He's responsible for both runners on base on the corners. 5+, 10 hits. Right now it's 5 runs, all of them earned. 5 strikeouts, a walk on 95 pitches, 58 of them for strikes again. Responsible for the runners on first and second, but Kligerman will try to work this out and not have those runs tagged to anybody.
Klingerman will face Nolan Kolenko again with 2 on and nobody out. So the Falcons have gotten the tying runs on base.
It's been a
here in the 6th.
It's been a really tough day for Kalenko over there at first base. A couple of plays that he probably should have made would have erased a couple of runs. And, maybe that first play in the first inning could have changed everything, this whole aspect, what we're looking at right now. But he's got a chance to really erase that right here and reset, have his mind refocused, and flush what had occurred previously. So opportunity here team-wise and personally, mentally for Nolan Kalenko.
Kalenko at the plate with sophomore Finn Burke in the on-deck circle. Carlton Crane in the hole for the Falcons. Neshaminy still searching for the first out here in the bottom of the 6th. Down low, ball 1 to Kalenko.
We've seen it multiple times earlier in the game. First and second, no matter how many outs there is, they steal second base, Pennsbury has, to try to bait a throw, see if they do it here.
Garlitz has enough speed, and there he's chased back to first base with the pickoff throw.
And that would be huge to get 2 runners in scoring position with no outs, obviously down by 2.
Jared Klingerman set at the belt. The 1-0 inside. So Chase Bonner was pretty much at the end of his rope when it comes to available pitches that were left. And Neshaminy says this is a good spot here. We want to bring Klingerman in. Try to put out the fire. The 2-0. Hits him. And the bases are loaded for Pennsbury. Kalenko took that one right off the leg. He heads to first. That will push Garlitz to second and load him up with nobody out for the top of the Pennsbury lineup.
And with Kalenko being the go-ahead run over on first base with no outs, pinch runner here for the Falcons. It's going to be number 14.
Cole Forster.
Now, huge opportunity. Obviously, Finn Burke up to the bat. No outs. Bases loaded. But obviously, the last batter in this lineup, can he roll the lineup over? Huge opportunity for Burke.
Yeah, I forgot about the sophomore. I was already giving Carlton Crane his at-bat.
This at-bat could, this whole situation could determine the game.
Neshaminy with the infield in at the corners. Noah Wallace creeping in on the grass at first base. And Klingerman misses low and away to Finn Burke.
Klingerman yet to throw a strike. Here, only 4 pitches. None of them have been in the strike zone.
Looks in, gets his pitch from Hitchin. The 1-0. Ball 2 to Burke. Nowhere to put him.
If I'm Pennsbury, I'm not swinging until I see a strike. Obviously, 6 pitches so far, 6 balls. 5 pitches, excuse me.
Absolutely.
I forgot about hit my pitch. I thought it was a walk. My bad.
Be totally patient, though.
Yeah.
I mean, you got to.
Yeah, especially if you're Burke, who struggled a little bit offensively today. You can get an RBI with a walk.
2-0. Down low, ball 3.
Pick the future.
3 straight outside the zone here to the Pennsbury sophomore.
And this would be huge because if he's able to draw a walk, like we just said, would count as an RBI. He would get a run in, but then it would be bases loaded, top of the lineup, Carlton Crane up. That is not what you want if you're the Skins and exactly what you want if you're the Falcons.
He's got to be taking here. He does, and it's ball 4 to Finn Burke. And that has Seidler touching home plate and making it a 1-run game. It's 7-6 here in the District 6A semifinal. And now a mound visit. I'm wondering if we're going to see another quick pitching change. We mentioned Pennsbury and their approach to this one, saying we don't want to leave any bullets in the gun. We want to make sure that we have our best guys out there, and if anything looks funny, anything looks off, we got to be quick to make changes in order to stay in the game. And they're just going to try to settle reliever Jared Klingerman down.
May have also been able to get the reliever out there in the left center and left field corner some time as well.
Yeah, but it looks like they're not really ready to come into the game quite yet.
I mean, he just got down there. But there's a coach down there now probably relaying the message to
speed things up.
Yeah, get things going.
Get ready just in case as Neshaminy pulls the infield in. With bases juiced, still nobody out here in the 6th.
Man, he has not thrown a strike yet. 8 pitches, 8 balls.
And obviously you don't have to tell Crane he is such a smart hitter, but obviously if you're Crane, just like we just said, don't swing until you get a strike. 8 pitches, 8 balls. Why would you even help the pitcher out if he's going to help you out?
Carlton Crane 1 for 3 here in this District 6A semi, the 1-0 in there. They wait for a strike, and finally Jared Klingerman delivers one. And now Coach Pacey over there calling out a series of numbers. A 1-1 count with nobody out. Klingerman delivers and fouled back to the net by Crane.
And obviously we've seen this so much with Pennsbury, but with the infield up, how big of a lead that runner off a second is getting. If that ball just squeaks through the infield, he's easily scoring.
Yeah, and there's a lot more spaces there for it to squeak through with this infield drawn in. The 1-2. Bouncing ball back to the mound, and Klingerman will just flip over to Hitchin, and they get the force out at home plate for out number 1. So Carlton Crane is aboard on the fielder's choice. It's a 1-2 put out. And there's one away for Pierce Perry.
I just now realized, Chris, we haven't had walk-up musics at all.
No.
Yeah, the PA has been quiet today.
The PA has been quiet today. It's all business today.
They were looking for people, but nobody could stop by today.
Everybody just wanted to watch the game, maybe.
Great
crowd here.
Catch it out on WBCB Sports.
McCaffrey's game of the day. Great to be with you, Chris Hermer, Ben Goldstein, Gus the Bus Barber, and Ethan Collins here in Fairless Hills. Before the game started, I hooked up Ethan with some sunscreen, but with the cloud cover, I think he's okay. 1-1. Strike. That's in there to Perry.
That's strike 1.
Oh, excuse me. Now a 1-1 count to the Pennsbury DH. And that infield still pulled in for the Redskins. Klingerman's 1-1. Ground ball off the glove of Sassano, and Pennsbury will score 2. Garlitz and Forrester cross the plate.
Well,
and the Falcons are in front.
Like we said, it's not about how hard you hit it, but it's about where you hit it and how you hit it. And that one, with the infield hit, with the infield inwards, hit perfectly just off the glove of the Sassano, the second baseman, ekes into the outfield, 2-run score. Man, oh man, Pennsbury on top, 8-7.
And I want to get it right. I think it was Forrester and Burke who scored there on the hit.
And if there's anyone Neshaminy does not want to see up right now,
it's Zuckerman.
Yeah.
And here he is.
Now having the lead, Zuckerman trying to put a little insurance on there.
And down low in the dirt from Klingerman.
What a turnaround. Down 4-0, down 6-0 in the second inning. Your ace does not have it today, and Pennsbury claws all the way back. Starting, of course, with the 5-run second inning. Neshaminy tacks on another later, then a big 6th inning. But this is what Pennsbury does. They just do not die, these Falcons.
And this offense has been potent, and been posting big numbers all season long. There the runner goes, and as they've done throughout this game, they get runners on the corners. They advance their runner from first to second, put 2 in scoring position. So it's Pierce Perry at second, Carlton Crane at third.
Yeah, and they're going to intentionally walk him.
They give Zuckerman first. So an intentional walk issued to Brendan Zuckerman. He's at first, and bases loaded for Ty Lee.
I mean, this guy.
Pick your poison.
Yeah,
here,
I mean,
though.
this guy's swinging a pretty hot bat, too. If of all Falcons, General Lee has had the hottest bat here in this district playoff.
Yeah, he has a real strong opportunity to put himself as the favorite, as our De Lorenzo's the Berg player of the game so far early in this game. Well, not early in this game, but early before this one's decided.
Takes strike one. Right now, I'd say that person might be Pierce Perry with that
right now.
hit goes off the glove of
Sassano.
Sassano.
He got it last game, but when you have a game-winning hit, a game-leading hit right now, that could turn into the game-winning hit.
Klingerman kicks, delivers out to left. That's deep, and it's a fair ball just down the third base line. And the Falcons score 2 more to make it 10-7.
The General comes through again. A rope down the left field line, just sneaks fair, and General Lee does it again. What a run he is on, and it's all of a sudden a 3-run Pennsbury lead.
Yeah, fastball inside on the zones, in on his hands, and Lee doing an excellent job turning those hips, making sure to get the hands inside that ball, pulls the ball, and man, oh man, a huge hit. Big insurance run for the Falcons, and now after this, just 3 outs away from going to the district championship.
Zuchek runs for the catcher, so he's at second base. Runners at second and third, and Sognis with a chance here with 1 away to blow this thing wide open.
And amongst all this madness, still only 1 out for the Falcons.
Fouls it to the backstop for strike 1.
Long layoff for Owen Hawks. He's over on the JV softball field throwing, keeping loose right now.
And I wouldn't be surprised even if he goes out there for this next half inning, if somebody gets action in the bullpen just as a secondary precaution.
Again, you don't want to leave any bullets in the gun.
Exactly. You got some bullets left, might as well
got a lot of
load those
left.
things in the revolver.
The 0-1 here from Klingerman. Hits him, and the bases are loaded. Sognis is hit by the pitch. Falcons have now batted through in the 6th inning, and a couple of crooked numbers for the Falcons here. 5 runs in the 2nd, 5 runs in the 6th, and looks like they will chase Jared Klingerman off the mound here with a pitching change coming up for Neshaminy. Neshaminy, a great start. Looked like they had this thing almost locked up early. 4 runs in the first, 2 more runs in the second. It was a 6-0 lead for them. Falcons able to make it a game with 5 runs to answer in the bottom of the second. And now 5 huge runs in the 6th to take the lead. And with a pitching change, we will step aside and return to Vic Napolitano Field for more high school baseball. It's the McCaffrey's Game of the Day on WBCB.
From Philadelphia to the Lehigh Valley and everywhere in between. For 150 years, Penn Community Bank has been a part of your neighborhood. Helping businesses start, supporting families as they grow, and staying connected to the people and places that make this region special. It's who we are and where we're from. Penn Community Bank. Here we are, and here we grow.
Summer starts here at Team Toyota. Whether you're road tripping in the all-new RAV4, sprinting through your sports schedule in the Sienna, or hitting the farmer's market with friends in a Camry, Team Toyota has a huge selection of new and certified Toyota models, hybrid, electric, or gas. We've got the right option for your drive. Plus, our award-winning service centers will keep you on the road all summer long. Team Toyota, ready for wherever summer takes you. Stop in today or visit teamtoyota.net.
Danny Seidler stepping up to the plate for the Pennsbury Falcons with bases loaded here in the bottom of the 6th. Well, the Falcons were just waiting to make it dramatic here in the bottom of the 6th inning, Gus.
Yeah, and obviously we got to wait to the finish of this game, but I'm going to try to see if I can find an update on that Penridge Owen J. Roberts game.
Yeah, that will be the winner of that one will meet the winner of this one. The loser of that one will meet the loser of this one in the 3-4 playback game. Both of these teams, all 4 of the teams here in the semifinal round, reaching the state bracket and state tournament.
Wow, so if this
Line
is
and Fire Welsh has this one fouled off.
If this is, sorry, I don't mean to interrupt, Chris, but if this is correct, obviously looking up on Game Changer, Owen J. Roberts winning 11-2 in the bottom of the 7th.
Wow, so it could be another opportunity for the Falcons to be playing a lower seed.
Yeah.
Pennsbury has
But
really lucked out.
Obviously have to finish today's business first.
The 0-2, line drive out to right center field. It's cut off out there by Nick Sassano, and they're going to wave the runner, and Weislich slides safely into home plate, and the Falcons now lead it 12-7.
It's raining runs.
Wow, and everybody contributing here in the 6th. Danny Seidler has had quite a day at the plate. He's now 3 for 4 with a single, 2 doubles, drives in 2 runs, and brings Henry Garlitz to the plate. Garlitz is 2 for 3 with a couple of singles. Takes outside from Mike Welsh.
Yeah,
Mike Welsh, the third arm used here today for Neshaminy.
And I think this inning alone just goes to show you how good of a game Bonner had from the Neshaminy Skins to limit this damage to only that second inning, 5 runs. Obviously, that was a huge inning. But besides that, 0, 0, 0, 0, really limiting this lineup for the Pennsbury. And then as soon as they go to the bullpen, they attack you. Wow, just obviously a huge burst for Pennsbury, but a good showing for Bonner after, what we've seen today.
Yeah. Bonner allowed 10 hits, but still really left Falcons quiet in the run category, which is really, in the end, all that matters.
Long look here for Welsh, has his pitch. Fires the 1-1. Garlitz showing bunt, fouls it on the right side. No play over there for Noah Wallace. Well, how things turned around here today. 6-0 at one point, Neshaminy in front. And the Falcons now with a 5-run lead in the bottom of the 7th, looking for more with still just 1 out and 2 runners in scoring position. And time taken by Garlitz.
Finding Game Changer and finding these live games on that has been a godsend.
Helps us with the updates. The 1-2 from Welsh.
Currently watching still that game in progress. 2 outs in the bottom of the 7th. Penridge has 2 runners on, but still losing 11-2.
Start being like Kevin Harlan and calling both games. I'm calling both games. Please tell me we know that clip.
And I think the game just went final. I think, if this is correct, Owen J. Roberts beating Penridge Rams 11-2 to advance to the District 6A championship game.
So the winner here will meet Owen J. Roberts.
Wow.
Villanova on Thursday.
Surprised there's not rumblings about that game going through the fans yet.
2-2 to Garlitz. Struck him out.
Well, hopefully,
and there's 2 down.
Hopefully, me saying that tells our viewers tell other people. And yes, it is official. Owen J. Roberts beating Penridge 11-2.
A 9-run 5th inning for Owen J. Roberts, and the winner of this will take on the Wildcats.
Yeah, they punched
Wildcats
their ticket
playing at the Wildcats
to that championship game. Hopefully, I don't think that's going to give them an advantage, but that's kind of a nifty coincidence. Kolenko takes inside for ball one.
Third straight pitch to Kalenko that's been in on him.
Well, first time up here in this inning, he was plunked. Mike Welsh set at the belt, the 1-0. Pops him up sky high and over towards the parking lot. Oh, uh-oh.
Oh, no.
That one hit a car.
Is it the Mercedes?
Oh, boy.
Well, what happens if your car gets hit here, Chris?
Well, I hope that didn't hit a car, but if it does, dinged up or you get a broken windshield, even major auto body work, call Chris's Auto Body, 3 convenient locations, including 212 Lincoln Highway, Business Route 1 in Fairless Hills. Call 215-710-1080, Chris's Auto Body. Kalenko fouls it right back towards us.
That's a great spot for Chris. Good on him.
Well, also just around the corner, Trenton Thunder Baseball, full and half-season ticket memberships, as well as multi-game packages on sale now for the 2026 season. Visit TrentonThunder.com/tickets. Learn more today. Trenton Thunder Baseball, Big League Futures, Major League Fun. Well, great to have everybody with us today for the McCaffrey's game of the day, the 1-1. Or that was the 1-2, excuse me. Foul tipped and caught by Hitchin. Nolan Kalenko strikes out. That's out number 3. But the Falcons score 7 runs in the 6th, and they now have a commanding 5-run lead as we go to the 7th. 6 complete here in the 6A semifinal, and the Falcons in front of Neshaminy 12-7.
Since 1954, the name McCaffrey has stood for outstanding automotive sales and service. And today, Patrick McCaffrey continues that tradition at Discount Auto, Business Route 1, Langhorne. Discount Auto has over 100 hand-picked pre-owned cars, trucks, SUVs, and vans, all fully inspected and ready to go. Discount Auto, the perfect place for your kid's first car. Discount Auto, the perfect place for a fine pre-owned family car, SUV, or van. Discount Auto. They're locally owned and operated by Patrick McCaffrey, who supports the community. The name McCaffrey means honesty, integrity, and great automotive sales and service at Discount Auto, Business Route 1 at Oxford Valley Road, Langhorne.
Top of the 7th, and now last chance time for the Neshaminy Redskins. At one time had a 6-0 lead in this one, but they now trail it by 5, 12-7. Thanks to Pennsbury's 7-run 6th. And for Neshaminy, Grin, Hitchin, Sassano set to bat 6, 7, and 8 spots in the lineup.
Well, it's
facing Owen Hawks.
A lot of times for this Neshaminy order, it's been the bottom of it that has done the damage against Pennsbury, and the middle to the bottom, they've come in and clutch points and performed well. They need to do it here if they want a shot to keep their district run continuing.
And obviously, he's not the lead, but I want to talk about the effort that Hawks has had today. Obviously, coming into this game down 6-0, getting thrown into the kind of environment you got thrown into, what looks like Neshaminy was going to go away with it. For him to lock down, really find his rhythm, and really put this Neshaminy team on ice is huge for the reason why this Falcon team is winning today and is possibly going to go to the district championship. If it wasn't for an Owen Hawks coming in here and locking down like he did, who knows what this team could have done.
Fouled off by Grin, and the 1-2 pitch from Hawks. Swing and a miss. He strikes him out. 1 down in the 7th.
Third strikeout for Owen Hawks. And it hasn't just been the strikeouts. He's gotten so many ground ball outs, fly ball outs. He's been incredibly efficient throwing strikes, 37 strikes and a 61 pitch. That's been the biggest part is his strike throwing. He's throwing strikes. Bradley was struggling with that early in the game, and Hawks has just been able to locate.
Thought he located that one. Didn't miss by much, but ball 1 to Hitchin. Pitch 63 for Hawks. A ground ball right side. Sognish charges, has it in the glove, but can't pick it up. And safe at first is Sam Hitchin on the error.
That's the third error for Pennsbury today. That one was kind of odd.
Yeah, it looked like he kind of waited a little on that, let the ball come to him, and maybe caught a little lip of the grass or something as it was hitting his glove.
And a pinch runner for Neshaminy. That was almost too easy. Sometimes just gives you too much time to think about the play. Ben Flynn runs at first base for the catcher. And Sassano at the plate takes up and in for ball one.
Little note, double barrel down in the Falcon bullpen. Connor O'Brien and Colin Baraski, a pair of seniors, just in case.
Falcons ready with some arms warming up. Foul ball, Kalenko sprinting over there, but that's well out of play. It's kind of game it is, though. Even where you know that ball is going to be out of play, you're sprinting over there full speed just in case, making sure you dot every I, cross every T. Here to try to move on to the district final. Foul ball, well out of play.
Don't need to try that one.
Owen Hawks in front of the batter.
Oh, wrestling match going on out there on the JV field for the ball.
I think one of them is Mac, too.
It is Mac, yeah. Oh, we're still going.
Sassano reached on an error back in the third. A couple of ground outs beside that. 1-2. Down low. Lee blocks it, knocks it down, but the runner takes off. And Flynn steals second. Falcons not worried about that run.
Yeah, I was going to say, with the lead you have, the Falcons probably could let him score, and they're not worried about him at this point.
Focused on preventing any additional base runners and taking care here of Sassano. 2-2 pitch. Called, third strike, gets him looking. 2 strikeouts on the inning for Owen Hawks. And that just underlines and puts in bold print all the things you guys were saying about Hawks. What a great job he's done here to settle things down, and now an opportunity to close the door and put the Pennsbury Falcons in the district final, excuse me.
Obviously, we have 2 DiLorenzo's the Bergs Player of the Game gift cards. You guys can think what you want. I think Hawks
I know one that's getting
I think Hawks has been deserving enough today in today's performance with what he had to go into to get one of those gift cards.
Well,
that's
and
up.
there, a pickoff move and safe, just safe is Flynn.
There's been a lot of close pickoffs.
Yeah, that one, I don't know how they didn't call that one out. My other choice for DiLorenzo the Berg Player of the Game, General Lee. The game he had at the Dish is one of the reasons why this Falcons are possibly going to the district championship.
The 1-0 in there for a strike, a 1-1 count to Cloud.
How do you feel that you're...
Pardon me. This is Mike Welsh.
How do you feel that you're reading my mind?
I'm reading your mind, Ben?
The battery.
One from Hawks, down low. Yeah, what we've been doing, we've been having a pitcher and a player, kind of our DiLorenzo's players of the game. So some pretty good nominees right there, but still some work to do. 2-1. Sent out of play for strike 2. And Neshaminy down to their final strike. Final out in this district semi. And after such a hot start for Neshaminy, this is going to be a bitter pill to swallow. 2-2. Sent out to the right, but foul and into the crowd that has grown as we've been with you throughout the afternoon and into the evening. Ben, you're going over to some senior athletic awards?
Yeah, senior awards going on. I got to be there in 15 minutes. I don't know if that's going to happen.
Okay, are you going like in a T-shirt? Do you have
No,
a change?
I got some clothes in the car that I'm going to have
Nice.
to change into.
Well, they have to wait for the Ben Goldstein,
Yeah.
so.
The 2-2. Up high, and the count runs full.
So I really need Owen to finish him off so I can
You can get
Get over
your,
there,
your
yeah.
player. Hopefully, you will be with us for the interviews and everything.
Oh, yeah, of course.
Excellent.
Like I said, they're not starting without the Ben Goldstein.
Payoff pitch. Up high, ball 4. And Mike Welsh works the walk. Runners at first and second with 2 down for Mike Sassano.
Yeah, this is kind of dangerous. Again, back to the top of the order. There are 2 outs, but I'm sure the Falcons would have liked to avoid this kind of situation, turning the lineup over.
Well, it's something we've talked about throughout the year. Falcons have had a great season. First pitch is up a little bit to Sassano, but one of the issues they've had leads, and then they have not made quick work, have not shut the door on the opposition as Coach Basie has wanted in some situations. 1-0.
It's been a lot better recently, and it kind of started in that Neshaminy series. They were just shutting the door, and the 2 wins that they had, and it's kind of written since then. However, it's been a theme throughout the season.
Owen Hawks is set, the 1-1. Breaking ball, and Sassano waves at that. It's strike 2. And again, Neshaminy down to their final strike here in the district semi.
Wouldn't it be poetic that a team that averaged 12 runs a game this season to win this game scoring 12 runs?
The 1-2, lined to right, and it's caught by Zuckerman. Brendan Zuckerman makes the grab in right field, and the Pennsbury Falcons win the ball game 12-7, the final. The Falcons getting 7 big runs in the 6th inning to come from behind and advance to the district final.
What a game today by the Falcons. You saw it all from them. You saw some good pitching. You saw some bad pitching. You saw some good hitting. You saw some bad hitting. But all in all, this Pennsbury team came out on top. One of the best teams in the district this year. One of the best teams in the county. And they are showing it right here as they advance to the district championship. We are going to Villanova.
And you're right, there is some poetry to 12 runs, kind of reflecting what this offense has done throughout the season, posting double-digit runs pretty much every game, and they get to a dozen here against a tough Neshaminy squad.
This game was really all over the place, as Gus said, but it kind of shows you what Pennsbury can do. They can play not their best ball and still come back and win a ball game. You saw that here, and now the Falcons will take on the 7 seed Owen J. Roberts Thursday afternoon at Villanova.
All right, Ben, hopefully you'll be with us for that game. Thank you for today and for your work with WBCB over these many years.
Yes, we keep saying it's our last game, but we got at least hopefully one more coming up on Thursday.
Enjoy the awards ceremony. Congratulations. Do you know what's going on?
I'm not exactly sure.
He knows what's going on.
I've been told some things, but I don't know if it's really true or not.
Well,
I'm going to go down there, get some interviews, and then I got to run. So.
All right, thanks, Ben. Yeah, check out, Ben will have our DiLorenzo's, the Berg Players of the Game here. You can catch those interviews on YouTube at WBCB Sports. Here as we wrap things up, and we'll make sure to get those posted as soon as possible. But yeah, what a bitter defeat for Neshaminy, especially when you think of how the afternoon started for the Redskins. 4 big runs in the first inning. At that point, they thought, oh man, they chased Keller Bradley out of the game.
6 runs in the first 2 innings. They thought, oh, we're cruising. We got this. And then Hawks came in, really solidified that performance on the mound. Great job by him. Pennsbury started to settle in, find their rhythm, and then we started to see the Pennsbury team that we all knew all year long. 5 runs in the second. Felt like they started to come back with the momentum, slowed down a little bit, and then the 6th inning came in. They finally were able to get off of Bonner, switch to a reliever, and that's when the Falcons really started to feast.
Yeah, opened up the floodgates, and you're right. You look at Chase Bonner, and a nice start for him, and a great season for the 2025-2026 Player of the Year. And the Falcons, they really attacked the relievers that came in after him, and finally got a big 7-run 6th inning to help them to a 12-7 final in this one. Today's game on WBCB, the McCaffrey's Game of the Day, brought to you by McCaffrey's Food Markets. Exceptional every day, thanks to McCaffrey's, thanks to Capital Health System, Team Toyota, BCWSA, powering portions of today's game, along with Discount Auto, the Revere Restaurant, the Peruzzi Auto Group, Peruzzi Buick GMC. Thanks also to Peruzzi Service, to Fletcher's Garage and Fred Fletcher, America's Mechanic. Thanks to the Trenton Thunder, the Trentonian, Chris's Auto Body, Haldeman Ford, the Mercer Bucks Orthopedics Group, and the Peruzzi Auto Group. And thanks to you for being with us here today. It was a big game and lived up to some of the hype as back and forth, some lead changes, come from behind win. That moves the Pennsbury Falcons into the District One 6A final to face O&J Roberts. We hope to have that game for you on WBCB. We got to figure out logistics, and I don't know what else might be in play.
Yeah, I think we just got to figure out logistics, where we would set up if we're okay. But from what I've been told, that we are going to be doing that game. Obviously, District Championship at Villanova. If you can't get there, make sure to tune into it right here on the WBCB Sports Network. We will have all the coverage, and it should be an absolute stellar night.
And a big opportunity. We mentioned starting the game today here at Vic Napolitano Field that the Falcons have already put up their 2026 League Championship banner. So congratulations to the Falcons on picking up another SOL Patriot Division crown. But that's small potatoes when it comes to these district championship opportunities. They do not come around that often.
Only 4 of those orange district banners out there. Pennsbury wants to add the 5th this year.
And you look at how these two teams, O&J Roberts and Pennsbury, are reaching the 6A final. Certainly would seem Pennsbury would be favored in that game.
Absolutely. You would think so.
I mean, you look at the rankings, Pennsbury the 4 seed, O&J Roberts the 7 seed. But, a big game coming up for Pennsbury. Congratulations to the Falcons for surviving and advancing here in the 6A bracket, defeating Neshaminy 12-7. And I think that'll do it for us here from Vic Napolitano Field. Big thanks to all of the sponsors helping to power portions of today's game. Thanks to the crew, Ben Goldstein, who will have our DiLorenzo's the Berg Player of the Game ready for those interviews right now. They're making them wait a little bit. Yeah. Thanks to Gus the Bus Barber, helping with the video engineering and calling the game, and to Ethan Collins behind the camera for us today. We all thank you for checking out some high school baseball on WBCB. The McCaffrey's Game of the Day, one final time from Pennsbury. It was the Falcons 12 and Neshaminy 7. The Falcons advanced